Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Bulldog Bowl in Artesia. It's time for Lovington Wildcat football here on Z94 KZOR, the Z94 KZOR app, the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, and the Lovington Wildcat tab at HobbsAmerica.com. It's the Stone Oilfield Services pregame show. From up in the booth here at the Bulldog Bowl, I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan patrolling field side for us tonight. The Cats come in at 3-2. They did drop a place in the 4A rankings this weekend, but they are still the number 2 4A team in the state. They take on an Artesia Bulldogs team that also comes in at 3-2 on the year. They're still Artesia, though. They're number 4 in Class 5A, so should be an exciting game tonight. And you know, Don, this is a place that the Cats have not had a lot of success historically.
No, but that's what breaking records is all about. Sometimes you break a record in a good way like that. You haven't ever done something, and there's a first time for everything, and these guys would like tonight to be the night they jump up and surprise everybody and to play the football they know that they can play and beat the Wildcat, beat the Bulldogs, of course, here on homecoming night. I mean, no better night to do it than tonight.
Yeah, that is certainly correct. So again, the Cats come in at 3-2. Going to be very important for them to get out and find some rhythm early. They did the toss earlier. The Cats did win the toss, and they will receive. But last week against Denver City, they were just not able to ever find any offensive rhythm. They got one score late in that ball game. They drove down early, but were unable to punch it in, and then just kind of the wheels came off.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But, you know, Coach G after the game was really careful to talk about the fact that he felt like he didn't want for that to be, for anybody to take that as a sign that defines the team, that those losses were in any way indicative of what the Lovington Wildcats are all about, that they're a better team than they played, maybe showed at the end of the game, you know, and during the game in some ways. And they're looking, they had a lot of work to do this week. He admitted that. But, you know, against an always tough Artesia foe, you just have to always bring your best. And I think that's what these guys need to do. They need to play their best, do their individual jobs as well as they can, and never give up. And if they do those three things, then they will know that they've left it out on the field, no matter what the score is at the end of the game. Maybe they win. Maybe they beat Artesia for the first time in a very long time here at this field. And maybe tonight is the night they turn that around. They certainly need to turn things around for themselves. They started off great guns this season, 3 wins. And then they came up against, you know, 6A team Hobbs, very tough, especially defensively, and stumbled. And then last week against Denver City, and again stumbled a bit. They looked better than they did against Hobbs, and they had, you know, they had real trouble getting their offense going, but they at least had some defense. It just wasn't consistent enough. So they're going to have to put it all together tonight and really play well, and I think they're anxious to do that. And if they can, then there won't be head hanging, you know, at the end of the game, no matter how it comes out.
No, absolutely right. You know, you mentioned the defense and, you know, playing the run pretty well last week, but we're pretty inconsistent against this Artesia team. You've really got to defend against the run. It's not to say that the Bulldogs under Coach Maupin won't pass the ball, because they do some, but this is really a run-first option for the Bulldogs, and Lovington has had some trouble corralling and controlling the run over the last couple of years, so going to be very important for the Cats to get out and do the best that they can and stop that run tonight. All right, they're preparing for the national anthem, so we'll take a timeout. This is Wildcat Football from Z94. And back here at the Bulldog Bowl in Artesia. Welcome to it. I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan patrols fieldside for us tonight. Monica Rogo in studio engineering and producing. 2, 3, and 2 teams as we hit the halfway point of the season, and both of them looking to kind of kickstart their second half of the season. And a big way to start that is tonight for the Lovington Wildcats. So there we prepare for the teams to come out on the field. I think you mentioned, Dawn, that it is homecoming for the Bulldogs. We seem to get a lot of homecomings lately.
Yeah, it was a homecoming at Denver City last weekend. And then next Friday, when we go back to Brian Urlacher Stadium, it's going to be Lovington homecoming. So looking forward to certainly to that. But we're going to play this game tonight and hopefully kick a little Bulldog tail.
Hopefully so, of course. Yeah, we keep doing these homecomings. There used to be a joke back when I was in Big Spring that because there was a couple of years where we were literally everybody's homecoming. The joke was that eventually I was going to be homecoming king. So maybe I'll get that honor and you can be the homecoming queen if we keep coming to these things. So
it could happen. It could happen. But certainly it's a fun night for Artesia, of course. I was just talking with somebody on the phone, somebody who lives here. And they said they had just gotten back from the homecoming parade. They attended. They own a business here, and they were, really happy. They were going to try to come out to the game here in just a little while, but I don't know where they're going to put them. The stands are pretty well packed on the Artesia side. I mean, there is room for people, but there are an awful lot of people standing on the field right now. It's interesting how they let the community go on the field for the team when they break through their sign and run out onto the field. But there are a lot of people standing around the field, around the walkways, on the walkways, and then on the field. So a lot of people here, but man, Lovington showed up. Lovington band is here, and a lot of blue in the stands behind me.
Yes, there certainly is. Lovington has traveled well. There are still a few seats over there, but hey, you know what? If you can't be here, you can listen here on Z94 KZOR Hobbs Lovington, the Z94 KZOR app, and of course on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and on HobbsAmerica.com as the Cats and the Dogs come out onto the field. Lovington in the road whites with the blue letters and numbers, the all-white unis with the blue Cats in script on the helmet. For Artesia, hey, I can actually make out the numbers this year. They are in the home orange uniforms with white pants, the orange helmet, and black letters and numbers. Thank you, Coach Maupin. Not orange, a slightly lighter shade of orange like they've had in the past here. So I'm a happy camper tonight. So this has been your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show. Cats and the Dogs are coming up next from the Bulldog Bowl in Artesia on Z94 KZOR. Back here at the Bulldog Bowl in Artesia, it is the Cats and the Dogs from Artesia, New Mexico. I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan patrols the field side. Monica Rogo in studio engineering and producing. Welcome to Lovington Wildcat football from Z94 KZOR. The Cats won the toss. They will receive. They'll be moving from the north to the south. So, Dawn, quick final thoughts from Now Pharmacy.
I did talk to one of the coaches, found out number 2, Javier Corrales, is still out with that injury. They're not sure exactly when he's coming back, but not for tonight's game. And your starting quarterback will be Ashton Aranda.
So there we go. Aranda will lead them out after the kickoff, and there is that kickoff. It'll be a little squibber trying to get Lovington caught in between. Nice job as going back and just fielding that is Joseph Perez. So a good job to get that one, turn his back, go down. So the Cats will have pretty good field position to start things off as Aranda, the junior quarterback, will bring his squad to the field. 1st and 10 for your Lovington Wildcats. Ball going to be spotted at the 33-yard line. And again, I will apologize in advance for shoddy camera work tonight. One of these days I'll fire myself as the cameraman. We might get some glare too because we are shooting through glass from here in the Bulldog Bowl. So Aranda comes out in the shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield with him. Artesia with 4 men across the front, running a 4-3 set. Aranda barks out the signals, gets it, looks to the left, fires to the left, has a man, and that'll be caught across the 50 at the 45-yard line. Huge pitch and catch and move the chains. 1st down, Cats.
Man, what a way to start. And Aranda looked really comfortable. His offensive line gave him some time to find his man. So great way to start for Lovington.
And was that Aguilera?
Yes.
So Adam Aguilera, the 25-yard completion, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
No, that was not Aguilera who caught that ball. I believe that was Henson.
Oh, Henson, okay. The 8 and the 3 look a little similar as they hand it off, and hit in the backfield is Marcus Tarango. Not a lot of room for Marcus to run. Might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, so no gain for the senior running back. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the Artesia 45. Kind of a late handoff there, and I think maybe a little bit of confusion.
Yeah, just a little, maybe a little miscommunication. That play it wasn't broken necessarily. It just didn't work well. I think it was the way it was designed.
The Cats have had their trouble running the football this year. I applaud Coach G for continuing to try it to keep the defenses honest. But you have to figure out when it's not working. 2nd down and 10 from the 45. Send a man in motion. That is Aguilera. Fake the handoff to him. Back to pass. Aranda steps up in the pocket. Is hit as he throws. Goes down the middle. And that one is going to be complete inside the 20. Down about the 18-yard line.
Hilliard.
As climbing the ladder and getting it is Tayton Hilliard, and move the chains. 1st down, Cats.
Woo! 2 big passes. 2 great plays. Lovington is knocking on the door.
So they will move inside the 20 down to about the 11-yard line, so that'll be a pickup of 34 on the completion to Tayton, and move the chains. 1st down for the Wildcats, their 2nd of the ball game. So inside the red zone, 1st down and 10 from the 11. Single back in the backfield with Aranda. Fake the handoff. Ashton keeps it himself, rolls near side, looks to the end zone, and throws it underneath, and it'll be complete to Perez down around the 3-yard line. So Perez with the grab, and he's going to get it up to the 3-yard line, so it'll be a pickup of 8. So Aranda starting out the game 3 for 3. And so 50, let's see, I'm doing math quickly. That's never a good idea. That'll be 64 yards for Aranda. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 3, or rather 2nd and 2 from the 3. And handing it off as a little counter tray as Gonzalez goes up the middle. He's going to be close to the goal line. He's going to be pushed back by Artesia. He will get right to the goal line, but he's going to be a little bit short, but he gets 2 yards, and more importantly, it is 1st and goal for the Wildcats.
Awesome. You know, Lovington has got to hang on to the ball and punch it in right here. They've been in this position a few times in the last 2 games, and they haven't been able to finish. They have got to start off, finish, get on the board, stun
this crowd.
That's
and stun
right.
these Bulldogs.
Exactly. And then keep their feet on and the pressure on.
1st and goal from the 1. Aranda from the shotgun. He's got Gomez on his right shoulder. Barking out the signals in a 3-receiver set. Hand it off as Gomez is going to meet an orange wall as he goes to the left tackle and is pushed backwards. Got back to the original line of scrimmage. No gain. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. And give credit to Artesia. They were right there, and they made that stop. They looked like they knew what was coming. Andrew Aguiano with the stop, at least with the lead on that one. 9 minutes to go, first quarter. Second and goal from the 1, although the officials are talking about some things here. Not sure what they're discussing. I didn't see a flag. Did you, Dawn?
No flag.
So Aranda going to come off to the near side, talk to the offensive coaches. And
I think they're just, I don't know whether they're arguing about, not arguing, but talking about the spot of the ball, or whether they were just, I think they were talking about the spot of the ball. They're still talking.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be between the 1 and the 2, so a loss of about a half yard on the play. No score, but Lovington knocking on the door on their initial drive of the ball game. Checking in late for Artesia will be Israel Calderon.
I think Aranda should fake and take it in himself.
Yeah.
Go to one side or the other, probably the left side.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's not a bad idea. Just get under center and just push right up the middle. Usually works pretty good too, but we'll see what they are thinking. As Coach G sends the play in as Aranda. Ashton going to take a moment now on the field.
He's going to stop and tie a shoelace, and they're bringing out the
I don't know why they'd be bringing out the
what in the world?
It should have been first and goal from the 1.
Huh.
They should have had the first down. They had enough room for the first down.
Are they thinking they didn't have it the previous
I'm thinking
play?
They're saying they were short of the first down.
Huh.
And they're going to say a little bit short. I was pretty sure they had it on the last one, but all right. So I guess it'll be fourth and less than a yard from the 1.5 yard line. I thought they'd gotten the first down previously. My apologies.
Well, you weren't the only one. The official board had it that way too.
I thought it did. So it'll be 4th down and inches for the Wildcats from about the 1.5 yard line. They're going to split trips to the left and one down to the right. Single back in the backfield is Gomez with Aranda. Ashton pulls up under center, gets the snap, and he's just going to push it over right side and go in. And yes, sir, put 6 on the board. Touchdown, Wildcats. Ashton Aranda, the 2-yard touchdown run, and the Cats draw first blood in Artesia and go up 6-0. The point after to come.
Well, he went slightly right, so it wasn't left like I said. It wasn't completely just right up the middle like you said, but what we still called the quarterback keeper for the touchdown. So we're doing okay, and the Lovington's doing even better. And let's see if they can put the point after
Tate and Hilliard
through the.
Yep, Tate on. Nope. Now they're going to decide they are going for 2. They're going to run the Wildcat with Isaac Henson. Isaac with it, fakes the throw, goes to the right side, has the corner, and put 2 more on the board, and the Cats convert the 2-point conversion for Isaac Henson, and the Cats are up 8-0 with 8:48 remaining here in the first quarter of play. We're back in 60 seconds. Wildcat football continues on KZOR. Back here at the Bulldog Bowl in Artesia, the Cats march it down 67 yards. Winds up on a 2-yard quarterback keeper by Ashton Aranda. The 2-point conversion by Isaac Henson is good, and the Cats go up early by a score of 8-0. Kicking it away for the Wildcats is going to be number 52, Brennan Garcia. as he will kick it away, and he'll put that one on line drive. Going to be fielded at the 20, taking it up the sideline. Is the up man met at the 30, at the 32-yard line before being brought down, as on that return, number 24, Jake Barrera. He's one of the big running backs for Artesia. Good stop by Lovington, as Cayman Ochoa, who's done a lot of good stuff the last couple of weeks, makes the stop on special teams. So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Lovington leading 8-0 here early in the ball game. Watch out for Taylor, Deans, and Barrera. They're kind of the three-headed monster. The snap, handed off. Barrera starts right, gets out of the first tackle, doesn't get out of the second though, and will fall forward. Gets a couple of yards out of it, but nice job by the Lovington defense to stop Barrera after the 3-yard gain.
And that was Joshua Carrasco, number 25, who got the hug tackle on him to start bringing him down, and then some help.
And a quick snap as it comes back. Looking near side is Deans. It'll be complete out across the 40 to about the 44-yard line near side. Henson on the stop, as that one was completed to number 27, Cody Watson. So Watson will get it, and it'll be good for 7 yards, and it'll move the chains. First down for Artesia. Deans from the shotgun will get it. Steps up, comes across the middle, and that one almost picked off, but it'll be complete across the 40 into Wildcat territory down near the 30-yard line. Artesia going into the hurry up, as that one will be completed to Greathouse. He's going to get, looks like, about 24 on the completion, and it'll move the chains for Artesia. Artesia comes near side, and that one going to be knocked away. Good coverage by Henson over on the near side. The intended target, Watson, once again.
Yeah, and you know what? He looked around, and he had the quarterback in his sights the whole way. He knew that ball was coming, and he knew where to reach up and knock that away. Great job.
And pardon me, that was Nate Taylor, the quarterback. So Taylor from the shotgun hands it off. Barrera goes right up the middle, and he's going to get 4 or 5, but we got a flag in the area of holding. I have a feeling this one's coming back.
And that was Henson again, who threw the tackle on him, a little body shot from the side to bring him down.
Let's see what the official call is going to be. The officials all going to talk about it for just a minute, although I'm thinking it's holding in the line on Artesia. Oh, nope, personal foul on Lovington. Let's see. And so it'll be offsides on Lovington. And so it'll be on the Cats. So the 5-yard penalty on Lovington. And so maybe we had offsetting penalties because they really didn't move the ball at all. So when they're still showing second down, well, and now they started moving it back, and now they're moving it forward. Okay, so all right, we'll try this again at 2nd down and 5. So 2nd and 4 officially from the 26-yard line. Taylor from the shotgun. He's got Barrera with him. Handed off to Barrera. He's hitting the backfield. Gets away from 1, but can't get away from 2, as making a good stop and hanging on is Marcus Tarango. It'll be a pickup of 3 for Barrera, but he's still going to be short of the first down, and it is 3rd and a short 1.
That was Perez who got a hand on him but couldn't stop him, but he did slow him down for the...
3 receivers set for Artesia, 2 to the right, 1 to the left from my perspective. Taylor from the shotgun gets it, hands it to Barrera, goes left side, is hit in the backfield and stopped as Perez leads the charge for the Wildcats. I don't think he got it. I think he's going to wind up short. No gain. It's all going to depend on the spot and going to be pretty close. And yep,
nope, they're
going to give him 1 yard, and it'll be just enough to move the chains for Artesia. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 21-yard line in Lovington territory with the hurry-up offense. Taylor with it, looks right, throws right, has a man at the 11-yard line, gets away from 1, slips down to the turf and digs forward, but they're going to say down at the 10, but it'll be good for 11 yards from Taylor to, what was that number over there, Dawn?
And I didn't see that. I saw DeMarcus Thompson was bringing him down. It was number 80, I think, who got the pass.
Peyton Greathouse, he's got 35 receiving yards now as they come near side as Taylor throws it in the end zone. That one almost going to be picked off. Good coverage on the near side by Cesar Gonzalez to knock that one away, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. 4 first downs for Artesia. They're going into the warp speed offense. So they're right at the 10-yard line. So it is 2nd and goal from the 10. Artesia spins 2 left, 2 right. 4 receiver set from the far hash mark. Barrera in the backfield with Taylor. Handed off to Barrera. He's going to go right into the heart of the Lovington line and rugged forward for about 5 yards. He's just chipping away. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 5.
And one of the big hug tackles from behind was by Caleb Neese to bring him down.
So 3rd and goal from the 5 for Artesia. Taylor with it, looks left, throws left, and complete, and into the end zone to Greathouse for the 5-yard touchdown. Greathouse with three catches on that drive, and that'll make it Artesia 8-6, yeah, and Lovington 8. I'm trying to catch up with numbers while I'm talking, and that's not a great recipe for success generally. So 8-6, Lovington in the lead. Point after to come from Artesia. Looks like they will go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to send 1 left, 1 right, the jumbo package in. Taylor from the shotgun, send a man in motion from the right to the left. Taylor with it. Actually, they get that one out to Deans, and he's going to take it himself into the right side of the end zone on a corner sweep. And so Deans will run it in for the 2-point conversion. And with 6:19 to go in a fast-moving first quarter, we are tied at 8. We're back in 30 seconds on Z94 KZOR. It's a 5-yard touchdown pass from Nate Taylor to Peyton Greathouse. The 2-point conversion by Peyton Deans is good, and with 6:19 to go in the first quarter, we are tied at 8. I'm TJ Miracle, Don Morgan field side. Monica Rogo in studio engineering and producing. So the two teams trade touchdowns on the opening possession. So let's see if Artesia going to squib it out again like they did on the opening possession. Lovington has to be ready for it, as it'll be another short kick. It'll come to one of the upmen, going to be bobbled, but picked up by Henson at the 25, and he's brought down at the 27. The ball comes out, but the ball was blown dead. Isaac got it back. Almost disaster, but was already down, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. That's where Lovington will take over their second possession of the first quarter. 8-8 our score, 6:16 remaining. And Don, Lovington's offense looking pretty good on that first possession.
Yeah, definitely. Let's hope they just click into that rhythm, find that right away again. I mean, they looked better on that first quick possession that ended up with a touchdown than they did the entire last 2 games.
Yes, they did. And so it'll be 1st and 10. Aranda with it, goes left side, trying to get a man, and that one going to be overthrown, trying to get Henson on a little curling route, or a little fly route, pardon me, over to that far sideline, overthrows him, incomplete. So that'll be the first incompletion for Ashton. He went 3 for 3 in the opening possession.
Perez could have caught it. Problem was Perez was standing in front of the sideline bench getting some hydration.
Yeah. Don't think he's an eligible receiver.
Ineligible. But
so 2nd down and 10, going to send twins to the left and twins to the right. 4 receiver set for the Wildcats. From their own 27-yard line, tied at 8. Fake the handoff. Ashton keeps it himself. Goes around the left side. Is going to cross the 30. Out to the 32-yard line on the keeper. Ashton will move forward 5 yards, and it'll make it a much more manageable 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, pretty good gain on that. And he got a couple of good blocks in front of him and managed to eke out some yards. So you got to be courageous to jump in against the orange wall there, jump into the fray, and he did.
Yes, you do, as Adrian Couture in on the stop for Artesia. So it'll be an important 3rd down and 5 for the Wildcats. 5.5 to go first quarter, all tied up at 8. From the shotgun as always, twins left, twins right. Man in motion is Aguilera. Ashton gets it. He's going to roll to that left side. He looks, he throws, a little crossing route underneath. He's got Hinson at the 40, and it'll be enough. Move the chains. First down, Cats. The 8-yard completion to Isaac Hinson. His third catch of the ball game and the fourth first down for Lovington.
And I tell you what, that was a pretty good movement by Aranda. I think that was one of his best moves in that slot, moving quickly, moving his feet, finding his man, and throwing a bullet of a throw right on target. So good job.
From the 41-yard line, still in Lovington territory, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. And again, Aranda going to pitch it on the sweep, near side, and cutting back up the middle is Tarango. He gets out to the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 3 for Marcus, and that makes it 2nd and 7. Runs into a whole bunch of Bulldogs being led by Riley Jarrett.
But a nice little gain. Again, you'll take 2-3 yards at a time as long as you can keep moving the chains.
Absolutely. 3 yards in a cloud of dust will move the chains in 4 downs. So that'll make it 2nd down and 7. 4:25 remaining in a fast-moving first quarter, all tied up at 8. Twins to the right, 1 to the left, or tight end in the ballgame on the left side. From the shotgun, Aranda, high snap, handles it, fakes the handoff, rolls near side, throws it underneath, and in and out of the hands of Aguilera in Bulldog territory. Jarrett on coverage near side, that was 49. That's Thomas Riley. It'll be incomplete, and so now it's a very important, they're all important at this point. 3rd down and 7 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and I think he got held up just a little bit by some good defensive coverage by Israel Calderon and 55, but I can't find his name down here on my list. So.
Joshua Noguera.
There you go.
So it'll be 3rd down and 7. Trips to the left. Nobody over on the right side. Ashton with it. Gonna be pressured, steps up, now he's gonna be forced to run, just tucks it, takes it himself across the 50 to the 45, still on his feet and pushed out of bounds finally on the near side by Noguera at the 40. Let's see where they say he stepped out. He's got more than enough for the first down, but nope, we've got a flag on the play. And it'll be, I'm thinking it's gonna be holding on the near side.
What a shame that would be, because that was a pretty run by Aranda. He really picked his way through it. Again, good grace under pressure on there, in the offensive line doing their best to protect him.
And it will be holding on the Wildcats. Ouch. So that'll move them back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And so we'll replay 3rd down again. And it came from 10 yards from where they were from. Darn. So it's 3rd down and 7 again.
Right. And that would have been a first down, no problem.
Mm-hmm. So 3rd and 7 once again. We'll try it again from the near hash mark. Lovington goes twins to the left and 1 to the right. Single back in the backfield is Gomez with Aranda. Send a man in motion. And the blitz comes. They pick him up, throw it underneath. Complete on the near side to Gomez, who snuck out of the backfield and moved the chains. First down, Cats. He's across the 45 to the 44-yard line.
Anthony Gomez, a nice little route. He reached up, picked that up, pulled it down, took care of it, shuffled his feet before he got out of bounds. Awesome.
12 yards for Gomez on the completion. 87 yards in this first quarter for Aranda. All tied up at 8. 3:45 remaining in the first quarter. Lovington has come to play tonight on the offensive side of the ball. Send trips to the left and 1 down to the right. Aranda from the shotgun. Gomez in the backfield with him. It's the snap, low snap, handles it. Artesia brings the pressure, throws the screen underneath, and his man was on the ground. Artesia scoops it up, thinking it may have been behind the line. No, I'm pretty sure it wasn't. It'll just be incomplete. Good coverage for Seth Johnson, though. It'll be incomplete, and so it'll be 2nd down and 10 inside Bulldog territory from the 43-yard line. 3.5 to go in the first quarter. The clock stops on the incompletion. All tied up at 8. Looks like Coach Maupin has decided to bring the house to try and disrupt Lovington's timing. 4 across the front, 3 linebackers for Artesia. Twins left, twins right, hard count. And yep, Artesia going to jump off sides. Let's double check it. It will be offsides on Artesia, their first penalty of the ball game. And it'll give Lovington a free 5 yards, so make it 2nd down and 5. Inside the 40 now at the 38. So much more manageable yardage.
Thank you for.
So send twins left, twins right. Cats on the move, 3.5 to go here in the first. 2nd down and 5. Aranda, high snap, handles it, hands it off, and right up the middle, Tarango gets out of one tackle and then squirms forward. He's going to be close to first down yardage inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line. Good run for Marcus Tarango.
Yeah, Tarango has that sneaky quickness. If he can get even a half a step on any of his defenders, he can create some forward momentum and squirt through, and he did that time.
And it will move the chains. First down, Wildcats. So from the 33-yard line, Twins left, Twins right, Lovington on the march. All tied up at 8. Good snap, Aranda to Tarango, starts the counter, Trey gets out of one, now he's going to bounce it outside, he's got some room, across the 30, to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 14-yard line.
Woo!
That's going to be a 19-yard gain for Marcus Tarango and move the chains. First down, Cats.
And if it weren't for a shoestring tackle by Luis Pondo of the Artesia Bulldogs, that would have been an end zone run.
Yes, it would have been. First and 10 for the Wildcats. From the 14-yard line, Twins left, Twins right. Deep back is Tarango again. Aranda barks out the signals. High snap, fakes the handoff, rolls near side, looks, throws, complete at the 10, and moving around in a little spin move by. That is going to be into the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown, Wildcats. Adam Aguilera, 14 yards to the house, and the Cats retake the lead.
I think we're gonna make him homecoming king and let him. He did some moves like he was on the dance floor there, spinning and moving in and just getting through the corner by the pylon for that score. Amazing.
Adam Aguilera from 14 yards out puts Lovington back up 14-8. Point after to come here from Tayton Hilliard out of the hold of Isaac Henson. Nice job by the Wildcats. Snap is up. The kick is going to be partially blocked, but Artesia jumped off sides. So I think we'll get to try that one again. And it will be offsides on Artesia. So Lovington will try the point after again, leading by 6, 14-8. 2:25 remaining here in the first quarter.
They really need to convert because Artesia doesn't make many mistakes, and they cannot afford to open the door even by 1 or 2 points. Every point is crucial tonight.
And Lovington has decided, I thought for a minute, yep, they are going to go for 2, looks like. So they're going to shift everybody out as Hilliard will split out wide to the left from the Wildcat formation. Henson with it, good snap. Isaac takes it himself, goes over the right guard and into the end zone. 2 more on the board. Isaac Henson, his second 2-point conversion of the ball game, and Lovington will go up over Artesia 16-8 with 2:24 remaining in the first quarter. We're back in 30 seconds on KZOR. Welcome back to Lovington Wildcat football here on Z94 KZOR. I'm TJ Miracle, Don Morgan field side. It's a 14-yard completion to Adam Aguilera. The 2-point conversion by Isaac Henson on the keeper is good, and the Cats answer right back, and they lead the Dogs 18-16. Or rather, 16-8. I'm going to learn how to read before this one. It's the stupid bifocals. 16-8. Lovington in the lead. Help me out here, Dawn.
Sorry, I've got the band playing in one ear and getting everybody revved up on the sideline. They're making some noise and getting ready for this kickoff.
Yes, they are. Kicking it away will be Brennan Garcia. So he will go put the boot into it. It is a low-line driver going to be fielded at the 35 to the 40 to the 45-yard line on the return for Artesia, as making the grab on that one was Philip Finley. Actually, that's Deans, pardon me, and so it'll be 1st and 10 for Artesia from the 45. Giving the Bulldogs pretty good field position. Get ready, warp speed is coming.
Yeah, but they did not allow much of a run back on that, and that, in fact, making the stop for Lovington was Corbin Enriquez. So good tackle there.
1st and 10 for Artesia, 4 receiver set, Twins left, Twins right. Plenty of time. Throwing near side is Deans. He's got a man across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 7. as getting that to his receiver on the near side, Fierro. And that was Deans, his first pass of the ball game. They do kind of run a two-headed quarterback system here in Artesia with Deans and Taylor. Normally Taylor's their passing quarterback. Deans will stay in this time. Twins to the left, twins to the right, and whistles sound. And timeout going to be taken by Lovington. So 2:15 to go here in the first quarter. We'll just keep it right here. Say a big thanks to our good folks and our good friends who make Wildcat football possible, including Devon Energy, the Lovington Schools, the Lovington Auto Supply, Eunice Pump and Supply, the Lee County Electric Cooperative, and Stone Oilfield Services. Also couldn't do this without Navajo Refining Company, Norley Hospital, Now Pharmacy, Man Welding, Bob's Thriftway, and the First American Bank of Lovington. From Artesia and the Bulldog Bowl, they officially call it Mac Chase Field now. It's 16-8 in favor of your Lovington Wildcats, and they have come out ready to play, Dawn.
They have. I mean, they are fired up. OD and special teams, they're all clicking, and it was just like a whole different team, a whole different attitude, everything tonight from the very beginning of this game. It's awesome.
It has been awesome to watch. Let's see if the defense can step up. It'll be 2nd down and 3 out of the Lovington timeout. See who Artesia's got in at the quarterback position. Is that, I believe that's number 12 again, Deans. Staying in at the quarterback in the two-headed quarterbacking system of Artesia. So Deans is the quarterback. Barrera is his running back. Deans with it. Steps up in the pocket. Now going to be pressured. Goes right side. That was Taylor. He wants it all. He's got a man at the 10 to the 5. And a little shake and bake into the end zone for the Artesia Bulldogs touchdown. As that was Peyton Great. Was that Greathouse number 80, Dawn, or was that number 20?
You know, it looked like it, but he turned around, and our man was kind of in front of him at the time.
That was number 20, Zayden Lopez. So he goes 49 yards into the end zone, and that'll be the second touchdown for Nate Taylor. He's got 96 passing yards. Again, I apologize for the shoddy camera work.
Well, that was quick.
That was very quick. So the point after is good. Yep, it is Zayden Lopez going 49 yards into the end zone from Nate Taylor. And Artesia will go for 2 to try and keep up with the Wildcats. It's a high snap, and it'll be Deans handles it this time. He goes on a sweep to the right side, is hit at the line, but gets it in. And so Deans, with his second 2-point conversion, ties it up again at 16 apiece. 2:05 remaining in the first quarter. We've got a shootout in Artesia back in 30 on Z94 KZOR. A 49-yard touchdown strike from Nate Taylor to Zayden Lopez, and the 2-point conversion by Peyton Deans is good, and we're tied at 16 apiece. Welcome back to Artesia and to Lovington Wildcat football here on Z94 KZOR. I'm TJ Miracle. Don Morgan patrols field side. Monica Rogo in studio engineering and producing, as Joseph Carrasco will kick it away for Artesia. Again, they've kind of been squibbing it themselves. We'll have to wait and see exactly what they do here, but Lovington has to be prepared for it. 2:05 to go in a fast-moving first quarter as Carrasco will kick it away. A high end-over-ender. It's going to bounce, and it's going to drive back a man, and it's having a fall on that one. Misjudging that one pretty badly was Marcus Tarango, but you got to fall on those. That if Artesia falls on that, it's their football.
And, you know, that's really the only thing that Lovington hasn't been doing really well tonight. They've had a couple of those returns that they've kind of bobbled just a little bit. They've mishandled, and they just haven't done a lot with. They didn't lose the ball. They didn't turn it over. They just didn't give themselves the field advantage that they could have with a good return.
So from the 19-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. 2:05 to go here in the first quarter. All tied up at 16 apiece.
Got a new ball game. You'd like to think that your team tells you in the huddle after something like that, hey, Coach, we can do this all night if we have to.
Two right, one left from the shotgun. Aranda sends a man in motion. That's his tight end, Perez. Aranda looks near side, throws it near side, a little wobbler, and it is completed to Hilliard at the 27. And he stays about the 28 to the 30, gets out of a tackle to the 32-yard line. 13-yard completion to Tayton Hilliard, his second catch of the night, and move the chains. First down, Wildcats.
Yeah, that was one of those throws and runs that you could just swear that he got another 10 or 15 yards out of that, right? But we'll take it. It's a first down. We're moving forward.
2 catches for Tayton for 52 yards. He was brought down on the play by Seth Johnson. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the 33-yard line. 1:45 to go, first quarter. Send twins left, one's right, one to the right. In the receiving core, a tight end in the ball game. Hand it off as that's going to be Gomez. Goes left side, is hit in the backfield, and will get back to the line of scrimmage. No more than that. Trying the left side is DJ Luna. The senior defensive lineman brings him down. Not a lot of room over there, though, for Anthony, and so he's got 3 carries for just 2 yards. It's 2nd down and 10 from the 33.
Except for blown plays or quarterback keepers, Artesia defense has been sniffing out the run by Lovington and really denying them very much yardage.
Biggest run of the night, 14 yards for the Wildcats. 1 minute to go here in the first quarter, all tied up at 16. Twins left, twins right, 2nd down and 10. Man in motion is Aguilera from the right to the left. Fake the handoff. Aranda wants it all going sideline, and Hilliard with good coverage going down the field. Keeping track with him was Thomas Riley, and so it'll be incomplete. And so it'll be 3rd down and 10, 1:16 through the air for Aranda.
This is a big, big play for Lovington. They need to keep the chains moving. They need this first down.
Yes, they do. So far, it's been an offensive showdown. You don't want to sputter here, because you kind of just assume that Artesia is probably not going to. Twins left, twins right, 3rd down and 10 from the 33-yard line. Aranda from the shotgun gets it. Has time. Now he's going to be pressured. Rolls near side. Flag on the play. Throws back across his body. Has Aguilera at the 40, to the 45, to the 50, to the 40, to the 30. He's heading for the sideline. 20, 15, 10, 5. And it won't be 6 on the board, unfortunately. This one is coming back 68 yards to Adam Aguilera, but we have got a hold on Lovington.
Yep, I knew when the timing of the flag when it came out, it had to be hold in the backfield, and unfortunately, man, that's such a tough one to have to swallow. When you don't get to count the 6, when your energy and your momentum, get paused at least, and if they can just go ahead, shake it off, come back, and run that and find a way back in the end zone, they can do this.
And it will be holding on Lovington, and it was in the backfield too. Yikes, it was back around the 26-yard line, so that'll move them back to the 16-yard line.
Oh, tough.
So now it's going to be 3rd down and around
Carlsbad.
Yeah, they've got to get it to the 44-yard line, and they're going to be back around the 16. So it's a 3rd and 28. Yowza. I don't know what you pull out of the pocketbook and out of the playbook for 3rd and 28, but 3rd and 22. Let's not make it. Yeah, they're going to say at the 22-yard line. So 3rd and 22 for the Wildcats. Just want to get it back here. Empty set, trips to the right, 2 to the left. Aranda with it, gonna be pressured. Blitz comes, rolls near side, looks downfield. Good coverage down the field, and Ashton just gonna have to take it himself and run out of bounds across the 25. Almost a late hit, gets it to the 27-yard line. Ashton 5 yards on the keeper, but he is gonna have to kick it away. Should be special teams time for the Cats.
Yeah, you'd think that they would go ahead and do that. He got hit in the face. It was not a face mask by any means, but
So all tied at 16, punt time for the Wildcats. Back deep to receive for Artesia will be Barrera. He's one of the dangerous dogs. Barrera, Taylor, and Dean's pretty much the offensive forces for this Artesia team. So awaiting the punt is Barrera, as Tayton will get it, and he will boot it away. It's a good kick, going to bounce at the 40, take a Lovington bounce inside the 30. Going to let it keep rolling, and going to be downed by Tarango at the 28-yard line. That's the way you flip the field, young man. Great punt by Tayton Hilliard.
It certainly
was. Now it's up to the defense to see if they can stymie the Artesia Bulldogs.
Yeah,
all tied at 16 with 17 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
And if Lovington D could shake that ball loose, that would be even better. But at the very least, they need to hold. If they could put up a stand here and make a statement against Artesia and force them to go out, that would be awesome.
3 men across the front for the Wildcats. As a late substitution checking in onto the line for Artesia, as Taylor will be the quarterback. Barks out the signals. High snap, handles it, hands it to Barrera. Coming near side, he's got room across the 30, 35, 40. Tiptoes the sideline, 50, 40 to the 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. And one man to beat, and it is Hilliard, but he doesn't as the ball comes out. But Artesia going to fall on it as Greathouse falls on it for the touchdown. So the way this goes in the book, Dawn, is Barrera goes 63 yards, and then the score will be made by Greathouse on the fumble recovery in the end zone, I believe. Nope, they're going to give it to Barrera officially. So 63 yards, and just like that, Artesia has taken the lead in this one, 22-16. Wow. 76 yards on 6 carries. We talked about it in the pregame show, Dawn.
Yep.
Lovington has got to find a way to stop the run. They did not do it that time.
No, they did not.
Give credit to Hilliard as he stayed right with him, and he never quit on the play.
He just tried to run him down to the best he could.
So 63 yards for Barrera to the house. Artesia with their whole swinging gate point after thing. And they will attempt the point after with Greathouse. Out of the hold of Barrera. An entertaining first quarter, to be sure. So the snap is down, the kick is up. Lovington gets close to it. It dinks off of the goalpost.
Yep.
So no good. 3 seconds to go in the first quarter. Lovington up by a score, or rather Artesia goes up 22-16. But the dink on the point after
hit the left crossbar. Hit the left crossbar.
It did. So the dink means
the upright.
The point after is no good. So with 3 seconds to go in the first quarter, Artesia 22, Lovington 16. We're back in 30 on KZOR. .63 yards for Jake Barrera around the left side. The point after is no good, but Artesia goes up by a score of 22-16. I'm TJ Miracle, Dawn Morgan Fieldside, Monica Rogo in studio engineering and producing. Great to have you with us tonight wherever you are. Southeast New Mexico, West Texas on Z94 KZOR, and around the world on the Z94 KZOR app and the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and the Lovington tab at HobbsAmerica.com. So Carrasco to kick it away. It'll be a high end over ender. It'll be fielded at the 10. Lovington going to bring it back. 15 to the 20, 25 to the 30. Tarango, a nifty little move, still on his feet across the 30 to the 35-yard line, out to about the 37-yard line. Nice job by Marcus on the return. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. When we come back, it's the end of the first quarter. Artesia 22, Lovington 16. Back in 60 seconds for the second quarter on KZOR. Yes, we are not taking a break. Welcome back to Lovington Wildcat Football, as Cat Football is brought to you by the First American Bank of Lovington, Bob's Thriftway, Man Welding, Now Pharmacy, Norley Hospital, Navajo Refining Company, Stone Oilfield Services, Also by the Lee County Electric Cooperative, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lovington Auto Supply, the Lovington Schools, and Devon Energy. So an exciting first quarter, Dawn. 22-16, Artesia in the lead. Going to be important now Artesia in the lead. Now important for Lovington to answer, if at all possible, on this drive.
Yeah, they're definitely, to keep that energy and that momentum going, they drew first blood, and the teams traded touchdowns. Now Artesia with that last one, Lovington does. They've got to answer and go ahead. That was huge, being able to partially block that kick and still have some room there. So if they can score, they're going to be ahead. This is awesome. They have an opportunity, and as coach likes to look at it as you're not down, you've got the opportunity to go ahead.
From the 38-yard line, Lovington 1st and 10 as we start this second quarter, trailing by 6. Aranda from the shotgun sends 2 to the right and 1 to the left. Lovington moving from the south to the north. Late addition coming in as Gonzalez, I'm supposed to be in there. So twins left, twins right. Aranda with the snap, fakes the handoff, comes across the middle, has a man across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That's Thompson. And DeMarcus Thompson with the catch, and he runs it up 13. That is 16 yards to Thompson, and move the chains. First down, Wildcats. They're 8th of the first quarter of the first half.
And I like how they're keeping Artesia on their toes. Aranda has thrown to several different receivers in this game, and Lovington. That's diverse. That's good. That's great.
6 different receivers have got it, as it will be to Aranda. He goes. He's going to throw the screen. That'll be complete to Tarango at the 50 to the 45 to the 40, and slung down out of bounds after about a 9-yard gain.
33, Tarango.
Yep, Tarango. And wow, they're going to say he stepped out right at the 40, so it'll be a 7-yard gain for Tarango, and it'll be 2nd down and 3. 139 through the air for Aranda, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th different receiver tonight for the Wildcats.
And that's the way to do it. You got the talent, use it, and keep your deep.
Twins left, twins right. Tarango in the backfield with Aranda. Hand it off. Marcus going to come near side. Cuts it back to the middle and gets to the line. Might have gotten a yard before Artesia comes in and flattens him.
They just manhandled him and threw him back about 2 or 3 yards.
Vance Cabagasson on the stop, and they're going to give him a yard on forward progress. So now it's 3rd down and 2. The 3rd and 2 need to keep the chains moving. 22-16. Artesia in the lead. But Lovington on the move. Trips to the right, 1 to the left from the middle of the field. Aranda barks out the signals. Good snap, has it. 3-step drop, looks across the middle, fires it, has a man.
Hilliard.
Across the 35 to Hilliard, still on his feet to the 30, gets out of a tackle to the 25, 20, 10, 15, 5, put it in the end zone. 6 on the board, touchdown Wildcats. 39 yards. Tayton Hilliard finds pay dirt, and the Cats have tied it at 22. 178 through the air and 3 touchdowns for Ashton Aranda. Tayton Hilliard now with 91 receiving yards, and the Cats have tied this one up. Oh no,
there's yellow.
Holding
I
call.
was trying to tell you, yes, there's a flag on the play sitting right there on the about the 20-yard line.
As the Lovington faithful not happy about it. It'll be first down because it happened so far down the field, but it'll wipe out the 39-yard completion. It'll wind up being they're going to take them to the 31, so it'll wind up being a 19-yard completion, 158. Hilliard, 1952. That'll be 71 yards for Hilliard, but it's 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. From the 31-yard line, hand it off to Tarango. He's going to be hit at the 30 and driven backwards. So a 1-yard gain for Tarango, 2nd down and about 9. So 2nd and 9, Wildcats trailing by 6.
2 touchdowns called back because of penalties is so tough to take. But Lovington, you know what? They're still they just seem like, you know what? Just bring it. Throw everything at us that you got. We're going to keep moving.
2nd down and 9 from the 30-yard line inside Artesia territory. From the shotgun, Aranda rolls left, looks downfield, fires, has a man. That is Gonzalez at the 10-yard line, and it'll move the chains. First down, Wildcats 20 yards on the completion to Cesar Gonzalez.
I think Lovington is saying you can slow us down, and we may trip ourselves up and slow ourselves down, but we're still in this game, and we're moving forward.
Gonzalez, the 8th receiver of the night for the Wildcats. 1st and 10 from the 10.5-yard line. They can get a first down without the touchdown. From the shotgun, send a man in motion. That is going to be Gonzalez. Rolling to the right side this time as Aranda throws it. Has a man. He's got Gonzalez at the 5, down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 9. 2nd down and less than a yard. Gonzalez, his 2nd catch in as many plays.
And the offense is just rolling.
187 on 16 attempts for Ashton Aranda. He is very efficient tonight. He is 12 of 16 for 187.
He looks very crisp tonight and determined. He does look different than he has the last couple of games.
2nd and a yard from the 2. Trips to the left, one to the right, and we'll have a flag coming in from the near sideline. I think we've got an offsides, maybe lining up offsides, Artesia. So let's see, no, Lovington gonna.
Offsides against
the Wildcats line up offsides. Ouch, that'll be their 5th penalty for 40 yards.
And that's a silly one. Some penalties you can excuse for just being aggressive, right? Just being anxious, aggressive, and out there. But something like that is a mental error, and you can't afford those.
Yeah, lining up offsides. And now they're going to come over and talk some more. The Lovington Wildcats are ready to go, but the officials wanted to do it. What are they doing? They're taking it back to the 2-yard line.
But it's gonna be 3rd and 2.
I think he whistled it the wrong way.
Huh.
And it's at, they pointed on Lovington. I'm like, how do you do that? It'll actually be on Artesia. So their 2nd penalty, and so it'll be 1st and goal, move the chains, Wildcats.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I've never seen an offside on the offense, but okay. Send a man in motion. That is Aguilera. Starts it to the left, takes it back left. Aranda across the middle. That one is going to be swatted away and incomplete. And so it'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. I'm not sure I
would
like
have thrown
that play.
Yeah. I think when you're right there, you've got a yard to go.
I think you just get behind the big boys up front and push it in.
Push it in. Try to push it in. They've done it before in this game.
Jesse LaRoche knocking it away for Artesia. 2nd and goal from the 1 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, because get a hand on it, and that could be an INT.
Bad things can happen. Empty set in the backfield. Trips left to right. Aranda goes up under center, trying to spread him out. Ashton going to keep it himself. Go right over the center and into the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown, Wildcats. Ashton Aranda, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. And we are tied at 22 apiece. The point after to come.
All right, so far, Lovington has gone for the 2-point conversion every time tonight.
They're going to bring the kicking unit out, but we'll see what happens with 9:18 to go here in the quarter.
I think they change it.
Yeah, it looks like
I think they change it and they go for 2. I don't know.
Well, maybe.
Nope. It looks like they're going to kick.
And so
it's a kick. Nope.
Yep, we're going to have an offsides on Artesia's. They jumped. So now you're going to get half the distance to the goal. Now I'm thinking maybe, you go to the 1-yard line. I'm thinking you bring the offense out and try to get 2 points out of this now.
Yeah.
So it'll be offsides on Artesia. That'll be their 2nd offsides. And so half the distance to the goal, a 1-yard penalty again for Artesia. To the point after try, as it looks like Henson going to stay in. Hilliard also out there. Nope, they're going to go for it. Well, nope, now they're going to cycle back around as Isaac will go down. Tatum to kick out of the hold. And they will bark it out, and Artesia going to
jump again. Artesia jumped again.
So half the distance to the goal again. Artesia's almost inviting them to go for 2 because now it'll be at the half-yard line. So the point after to come from the 1, now the half-yard line on another offsides by Artesia. I mean, this is weird. I've never written down a penalty with no yards, but that's basically what this is going to be. Offsides as we literally inch closer to the goal line. That's it. I think you snap it to Isaac and let him just run it in. But they're going to attempt it with Tatum. Good snap. Tatum will get the foot into it. It is partially blocked, but it'll cut the end zone or cut the uprights good. And so with 9:18 to go in the first half, Lovington 23, Artesia 22. We're back in a minute on Z94 KZOR. The Lovington Wildcats on a 1-yard quarterback keeper by Ashton Aranda tie the game, and then the point after by Tayton Hilliard is good. So with 9:18 to go in the first half, Lovington 23, Artesia 22. I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan patrols field side for us tonight. Monica Rogo in studio engineering and producing. Brennan Garcia will kick it away for the Wildcats, who hanging on to a 1-point lead, a back and forth battle. It'll be an onside kick, and it'll be down on the ground, but David Lopez will fall on it and recover it for Artesia. Down there was Alec Holguin to try and get it, but credit where credit is due. Artesia looked like they had that one sniffed out and knew exactly what to do, Dawn Morgan.
They did, and it's a little tough to just hand over field advantage at the 47, 48-yard line.
Yeah, 48.
So that's,
right here in front of my broadcast position is Taylor.
It's a risk, high risk, but it doesn't always end up with a reward.
Taylor going to send trips to the left, one to the right. He's got a man in the backfield with him. That's Barrera, and whistles sound before the play can come off, and timeout going to be taken by Lovington. Their second timeout already of the first half. We'll just keep it right here and say a big thank you to our friends at Devon Energy, the Lovington Schools, Lovington Auto Supply, Eunice Pump and Supply, the Lee County Electric Cooperative, and Stone Oilfield Services, making Wildcat football possible here on Z94 KZOR and the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and the Lovington tab at HobbsAmerica.com. We also couldn't do it without Navajo Refining Company, Norley Hospital, Now Pharmacy, who sponsors Dawn on the sideline, Man Welding, Bob's Thriftway, and the First American Bank of Lovington. Of course, don't forget at halftime, we will have your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show. Something tells me it's going to be a very entertaining coaches conversation going into that halftime show. 9:17 to go. First half, Lovington with a 23-22 lead over the Artesia Bulldogs. A battle here tonight at the Bulldog Bowl.
A lively first quarter, and so far the second shaping up to be much the same.
Yes, it is. As Taylor will lead his squad out. Trips to the left, one to the right. Barrera in the backfield with him. Lovington with 3 men across the front. Taylor going to send a man in motion, just shifts him around a little bit over on the left side. From the near hash mark, high snap, it's handled. Hand it to Barrera, hit the backfield and dropped immediately. Great job by the Wildcats. First one in there was Corbin Enriquez. Welcome into the game, young man. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second down and 11.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. But you have to watch these sneaky Bulldogs every play.
Yes, you do. Twins left, twins right. Second down and 11 from the 47. Looking for it and gunning it near side and complete to Lopez. And that one is going to be across the 50 to the 47-yard line. And so that'll be about a 6-yard gain. So that is complete to, Fierro. So 6 yards to Fierro, his second catch of the ball game. So completed for 6. 102 through the air for Taylor, and it's now third down and about, we'll call it 5, call it 6. So third down and 6 for the Wildcats, or rather for the Bulldogs. Inside Lovington territory, 8:10 remaining. Twins left, twins right. Barrera in the backfield with Taylor. Barking it out, good snap. Taylor with it. Pressure comes, throws it across the middle, and that one is going to be tipped away at the last moment. Great job by Thompson down the field to knock that away. Fierro, the intended target. So now it's 4th down and about 6, so decision time for Coach Maupin.
Sorry about that. I was actually in the process of sending you a message.
Oh, okay.
Passing on something from Lovington fans. So.
All right, very good. So it'll be an important 4th down as Artesia will go for it. Trips to the left, one to the right. Barking out the signal. Now they're going to split out. Barrera wide to the right. Empty set in the backfield. 4th and 6. Stepping up is Taylor. He's going to run into his own man. Lets it go down the center seam, and that one is going to be incomplete over on downs for the Wildcats. Great coverage down the field. Intended target was Barrera. And so incomplete. That's the first incompletion of the night for Taylor.
Yeah.
And the Cats will have it near midfield at the 48-yard line.
And that coverage was 80, can't read that number. The guy who was downfield, 85? Is that 85 or 87? Angel Gonzalez?
I believe it was we'll go with Angel. That works for me. I couldn't tell if it was Angel or Caesar. I was busy watching
Caesar.
the line, so.
Yeah, it was either 87 or 89. It was hard for me to see the other.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the 48-yard line, leading 23-22. The defense came up big. Now the offense needs to answer. From the shotgun, good snap. Aranda handles it, rolls to the right side, looking downfield, looking, throws it, has a man complete at the 43-yard line. Still on his feet is Hilliard. Coming around, gets a block to the 35, to the 30, heading to the sideline, to the 20, gets another block to the 10, a little spin move, still on his feet, puts his hand down to the 5, to the 2-yard line, move the chains, 1st down Wildcats, 50 yards to Tayton Hilliard. Hello, Tayton.
What a run. What a broken field run. He just kept following some blocks that he got, moving forward, jinking left, jinking right.
We've got a hole back at the 50-yard line. 3rd, well, that wasn't a touchdown, but the 3rd huge play of the night that is going to be called back. And that's twice on Tayton runs, and it happened right at the 50. So it'll be 1st and 18 for the Wildcats. The penalties have hurt them tonight. Lovington not liking the call. And guys, I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance. There is nothing I can do about the camera. We are behind glass tonight. They do not have a place for audio on their video deck. So I apologize for the glare and for the blur. I am shooting through glass tonight. So again, thanks for putting up with me. Nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, you're fighting the reflection from the glass.
Yeah,
and there's nothing to be done about that, right?
Yeah, we do not have the facilities here to take care of that. Aranda rolls to the right side, looks, throws it, has a man. That is Aguilera. Across the 50 to the 45-yard line. Good pitch and catch. That's going to be good for, let's see, that's 5, that's 10. That's about 16 yards to Aguilera. Nice job. So that'll be 6, 5, 9, 205 through the air for Aranda Aguilera, his 2nd catch of the night. Good for 16.
Once again, good recovery by Lovington after these penalties. They haven't hung their head. They've just said, you know what, all right, let's just do it again.
So it'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Wildcats. Good snap, Aranda with it, has time. Now going to be pressured, throws it across the middle and sliding to make the catch across the 35 to the 33-yard line.
Number 4.
Is number 4, Alec Holguin, the 9th receiver of the night. So he's going to move it down 13 yards and move the chains. 1st down Wildcats.
These Wildcats have proven, well, you know what? Just about any of us can catch this ball and hang on to it. And Aranda has proven tonight he can throw and hit anybody. This is a Lovington team that's fired up tonight.
218 through the air for Aranda. 9 different receivers. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. Running back in the backfield is Tarango. As Ashton steps up, throws it across the middle, and that one is going to be batted and almost picked off. As good coverage down the field for Artesia, as coming across the middle is
64.
Camille Schaefer, and he got a huge hit on Aranda and knocked him over and tipped it up in the air, almost an INT. So Lovington dodges a bullet. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 32.
I think that was Diego Wesson, number 54 for Artesia.
Whoever it was a big hit. Now again, I apologize for, the camera. We are having to shoot through glass here tonight because there is no room for audio up on the video deck. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 32. Low snap, Aranda handles it. 3-step drop, wants it all. Throws it down the seam, has a man, and into the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown, Wildcats. Isaac Henson from 32 yards out, and the Cats have taken the lead 30-22.
And most importantly, no flag on the play. No holding. It's not coming back.
Amen to that. 32 yards. 2nd passing touchdown of the night for Ashton Aranda. 200 and that'll be 40, 50 yards exactly on 21 attempts. So now the point after to come. Tayton Hilliard out of the hold of Isaac Henson. Isaac 4 catches, 73 yards and a touchdown in the first half. High snap, it's handled. Tayton will get the boot into it, and it'll knuckle through right over the bar. 6:42 remaining in the first half. Lovington takes the lead 30-22. There we go, 30-22. Lovington in the lead. Back in 30 seconds on Z94 KZOR Hobbs Lovington. For the Lovington Wildcats, a 32-yard strike from Ashton Aranda to Isaac Henson. The point after by Tayton Hilliard is good, and the Wildcats go up by a score of 30-22. I'm TJ Miracle, Don Morgan, patrolling field side for us tonight, courtesy of Owl Pharmacy. Monica Rogo in studio engineering and producing. So an 8-point lead for the Wildcats, 6:42 remaining here in the first half of an offensive explosion game for the Wildcats, really for Artesia as well. So now you get the feeling it's going to be which team can get the defensive stands when they need it, Dawn.
Yeah, and Lovington needs to put it up. The defense came through big time.
Yes, they did, as the kick will come from Brennan Garcia. From the right to the left.
It really was that defensive stop that set up this last touchdown for Lovington.
Yes, it did. And the kick, it'll be a high end-over-ender, and Fierro going to just watch that one go into the end zone and through it. So it'll be a touchback, and so bring the ball out to the 20-yard line. That's where Artesia will have it 1st down and 10. Lovington up by 8, not even at the halfway point of this first half yet, of the second quarter.
And Lovington D here, another test, and if they can make the stop or shake something loose, and really give, just let Lovington blow the roof off here.
I'd love to see it. Twins to the left, twins to the right for Artesia. Taylor is the quarterback, Barrera in the backfield with him. Hand it to Barrera, comes near side, has on the sweep, 25 to the 30, cuts it back across the 35, out to the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 18 for Barrera, and it'll move the chains. 1st down for Artesia. 73 yards on 8 carries for Nate Barrera. So it'll be 1st down and 10.
I think it's important for Lovington to slow Artesia up. They really can't let Artesia just bang answer that last touchdown.
Twins left, twins right. Hand it off. Barrera goes over the left side, crosses the 40, drags a couple of Cats with him out to about the 43-yard line. So it'll be a pickup of 6 for Barrera, and it'll be 2nd down and 4. Well, it's 79 on 9 carries. Hilliard in on the stop. A couple other Cats grabbing on and helping as well. So 2nd down and 4, under 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Lovington up by 8. Twins left, twins right for Artesia. Hand it to Barrera again. He's going to come near side on the sweep. Crosses the 50 into Lovington territory to the 45 and down to the 40-yard line. So he's going to pick up 16 yards, and it'll move the chains for Artesia. 95 yards on the ground for Barrera. So it'll be first down and 10 for Artesia. Their sixth first down. So it'll be Artesia football still at the 40-yard line, now inside Lovington territory. Lovington 3 men across the front. Send a man in motion right to left, and they're going to hand it off to that man on the end around. That is Lopez, and he's going to be down. Ball is out at the 40-yard line. Did Lovington have it? A flag came out in the area holding.
I think Artesia got it back.
So waiting to see. Yep, it'll be Artesia. Artesia got it back, but we've got a flag on the play in the area of holding. So I think this one's going to be moving back 10 yards.
That was Lopez who fumbled it, and getting it back was Cody Watson.
So Watson got it back out of the fumble of Lopez, and it will be on Artesia. 10-yard holding penalty, move them back. So that'll move them back inside their own territory to right at midfield. And it happened right at the line of scrimmage, so that'll bring up a first down and 20 for Artesia. Hopefully Lovington can take advantage of this and break a little Bulldog momentum here. 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Lovington with an 8-point lead, 30-22. Artesia with twins left, twins right. Taylor with Barrera in the backfield. Lovington shows blitz and the option pitch on the end around. Coming to the near side, and a lot of running room to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, and knocked out of bounds on the near side on the end around.
That was Matthew Size.
So Size will come around, and he'll have enough just about. Yeah, is he going to have the first down? Yep, inside the 30 to the 28. So he got 22, and it'll move the chains. First down for Artesia.
Yeah, Lovington just wasn't ready for that little pitch out, and it was Artesia, credit where credit's due. They really executed that perfectly.
Yeah, rolled it out, faked the option pitch, and then pitched it to the receiver coming around the left side. So it'll be first and 10 from the 28. Artesia inside Lovington territory. Taylor barks it out, low snap, it is on the turf, picks it up, throws it across the middle, has a man, and knocked away at the last second by Hilliard. Great hustle play by Tayton Hilliard to knock it away and prevent an Artesia touchdown. I don't know where he came from. The Artesia receiver Lopez got behind, or pardon me, Fierro got behind his defender, and Tayton saved a touchdown right there.
He did. He had to really hustle to do it. He saw the guy wide open, just yards from the end zone, and he really ran forward and put the hand up and batted it away just in time.
Second and 10 from the 28-yard line. Good snap. Barrera has it, comes near side. A little stutter step, crosses the 25, cuts it back to the 20, to the 15, and Henson knocks him down from behind. And down at the 13-yard line, it's 15 yards for Barrera. He got a little cutback seam and took it up the middle and moves the chains for Artesia.
Yeah, luckily Hilliard was there, or Henson was there. Otherwise, he was moving for the end zone. So good stop by Henson.
So it'll be first and 10 from the 13 for Artesia. 4:20 remaining here in this first half of play. Lovington leading 30-22, but Artesia on the march deep in Lovington territory. Taylor with Barrera in the backfield, 4 receivers set. Handed off, Barrera going to try right side, gets a good block and takes it over the left tackle, and Hilliard hits him, but not before he puts it into the end zone. Barrera, 13 yards, has his second rushing touchdown of the game, and that cuts it down to a 2-point Lovington lead, 30-28. 123 unofficially on the ground and 2 touchdowns for Barrera in the first half, and the point after to come.
And Artesia blockers were just paving the way for him on that.
Yeah, good blocks there for the Bulldogs. So 30-28. See if they go for 2 to try and tie it up. Of course, Artesia will have the football to start the second half, so going to be incumbent on Lovington
try to answer
to try and answer when they get the ball back. They're going to go with their swinging gate. We'll see what happens with 4:04 remaining. First clock won't roll on the point after attempt. And they're going to go for it, and they will pitch it to Barrera. Takes it right side and puts it into the end zone. Barrera on the pitch gets the 2-point conversion, and we are tied at 30 apiece. 4:04 remaining first half, all tied from Artesia. This is Lovington football on Z94 KZOR. It's the Jake Barrera show for Artesia. 13-yard touchdown run, and then he gets the 2-point conversion on a pitch and ties this game at 30 apiece. Welcome back to Artesia. I'm TJ Miracle, Don Morgan fieldside, Monica Rogo in studio engineering and producing. Wildcat football here on Z94 KZOR. Again, I apologize about the camera when you're shooting through glass and with the glare.
With the reflection coming back.
And
right.
the reflection, just not much we can do about it. But thanks for hanging in with us on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and the Lovington tab at HobbsAmerica.com.
There is a deck for the
As
camera.
Jacob Parrish will kick it away, it'll be a short kick, and it'll be muffed at the 30, and Artesia is going to get the break, and Artesia going to have the ball back at the 28-yard line. That was a bad play trying to pick it up and get it back, but ouch, that one hurts.
Again, big mistake, and really the team that makes the fewest mistakes tonight is going to win. So Lovington has to try to maybe just shake this ball loose and get it back and not let Artesia get back into the end zone before the halftime. So they can offset this, but they're going to have to work hard. Lovington D's going to have to work hard.
So the Bulldogs recover off of a muff on the kickoff.
Too much of a break to give to Artesia.
Yes, it is. Twins left, twins right for the Bulldogs. Taylor barks out the signals. Watch for a steady dose of Barrera, and he will give it to Barrera, and he's going to go up the middle, and he's going to get a couple of yards. We'll have a flag on the far side. Whoa! Hello, that's a suplex, and I have a feeling that somebody may be getting ready to get tossed. I think things are getting a little nasty down there. It's a 5-yard gain for Barrera. But we'll see what the call is going to be from the officials. We may get offsetting ones here. We'll have to see. And we wait for the man in the white hat. See what they're going to say officially. It comes over to the near side. And it'll be personal foul on Artesia. So move them back 15 yards. Now this is where they could get dangerous as Coach Maupin wants an explanation. And we're very lucky, Don, because one of our linemen literally WWE suplexed a kid from Artesia.
Wow.
We got very lucky that none of the officials saw that. I think some of my colleagues up here in the booth did and are hollering about it. Twins left, twins right. Taylor under pressure, rolls left side, looks downfield, pumps, throws it, has a man underneath, complete at the 25 to the 20, and down to the 15-yard line. It'll be enough for a first down.
It's 24.
So that is Barrera.
Jake Barrera. But there's a flag. There's a flag.
We'll see. Might be holding at the end, we can hope. We'll see. So we're waiting, and they're going to move it backwards. It will be holding on Artesia. Yep, holding late in the play. So Artesia having their troubles as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 accepted penalties tonight. So move them back first down and 15. All tied at 30, 3:35 remaining here in this first half of play. A high-scoring first half to be certain. Twins left, twins right, first and 15. Hand it to Barrera on a sweep to the right side. Stiff arms a man, and he is knocked down in the backfield as that is going to be Gomez who takes him down, and it'll be a 1-yard loss. So 2nd and 16.
Good hustle. Anthony Gomez came across the line like a blaze of thunder.
And we've got another penalty on the play, I think. Nope, okay, no penalty. Right. Just moving him back. They're going to say his knee went down. So he loses a couple on the play. So 2nd down and 16 from the 36-yard line. Under 3 to go first half. Twins left, twins right. Taylor in the shotgun, Barrera in the backfield with him. Fake the handoff, rolling left is Taylor. Looking downfield, fires, and out of the hands of his intended target, Lopez on the far side. Good coverage by the Wildcats. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 16.
And that was good. That was Cesar Gonzalez on him very closely. So good defensive coverage there.
So 3rd down and 16 for the Artesia Bulldogs.
It was still going to be an overthrown football, but still, good hustle, good defense there by Lovington.
From the 36-yard line, need to get it down to about the 18. So that actually is 18 yards, not 16. So 3rd and 18.
Yeah, they lost a couple.
Yeah, they did. Twins left, twins right. Big 3rd down. Good snap, handed to Barrera, goes right side. Nope, Taylor keeps himself, and he's going to
Yeah.
Barrera, and he's all by himself at the 15 to the 10. Stiff arms a man and ridden down at the 5-yard line by Adam Aguilera, but not before he gets 31 yards on the completion.
Wow.
They completely lost him out of the backfield, and it'll be 1st and goal for the Bulldogs.
They did. It was a great fake. It had me fooled. I was looking downfield to the man. I thought I had it. Then he still had it. But Barrera, he accepted the fake, and then he ran down and caught the ball. So a little clever play by Artesia.
Yes, it was. 1st and goal for the Bulldogs from the 5. Hand it to Barrera, takes it right up the middle, and he is into the end zone untouched. From 5 yards out, Barrera has his 3rd touchdown of the ball game. He's got 133 rushing yards, and Artesia back up on top, 36-30 with the point after to come.
Well, Lovington's going to have a couple of minutes to play with, and they've got a chance to answer it and go into the half, basically with a brand new ball game. But they've got some work to do right now. It would be awesome for them to be able to deny Artesia the chance to convert.
Yes, it would, and Artesia will go for 2. Twins left, twins right. Hand it to Barrera up the middle. He's going to be tripped up. Ball comes out. It is loose on the ground. Going to be picked up by Artesia, but they whistled the ball dead, and so it'll be no good. Coach Moppet is running out. He's going to yell about it. And over there barking in his ear is Peyton Daines, the quarterback. And the official's going to say, nope, it was dead, Coach. Just head over. He's still griping about it. You're not going to get that one back, Coach. Hate to tell you that. 2:18 to go in the first half. It's Artesia 36, Lovington 30. Back in 30 seconds on Z94 KZOR. The Jake Barrera show continues from here in Artesia. 5-yard touchdown run after a 31-yard catch to pull Artesia out of a 3rd and long situation. The point after is no good. And with 2:18 remaining in the first half, it is Lovington trailing Artesia 36-30. I'm TJ Miracle, Don Morgan patrolling field side and changing batteries at the moment. Monica Rogo in studio engineering and producing. So teeing it up for the Bulldogs is going to be Jacob Parrish. Lovington has to be incredibly careful. It was a muffed kickoff that gave Artesia that score, and it'll be another short kickoff, and that one is going to be fielded at the 20, but a fair catch called for and granted at the 22-yard line for the Wildcats, as that one was pulled down by Cayman Ochoa. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the 22. 2:17 remaining here in the first half. Lovington trails by 6. But this one has been an entertaining one. Looking forward to hearing what Coach G has to say in the Bob's Thriftway Coaches Conversation going into the halftime show. Again, we apologize for the camera. We can't get up. There's no room for the audio stuff on the camera deck here in Artesia, so we are shooting through glass from behind glass in the press box. Aranda from the shotgun, twins left, twins right. Ashton with it, 3-step drop, going to be pressured, comes near side and is going to toss it out and toss it incomplete. And we've got Bulldogs and Cats fighting over on the 15-yard line, so incomplete. And so that'll make it a 2nd down and 10. Do we have you back, Dawn?
Yes.
Hey, there you are.
Change the battery. We're good. Wanted to be sure and get that done before halftime, so I wouldn't be running that. It wouldn't be run out at the bad time.
Yeah, that wouldn't be so good. So 2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 22-yard line. Trailing by 6, 36-30. Yeah, that's the first half score. Twins left, twins right from the near hash mark, and whistles sound, and somebody jumped. I'm thinking false start on the Wildcats, but we'll see for sure. And it will be offsides on Artesia. So Artesia lining up offsides. 7 penalties, 55 yards against the Bulldogs, so make it 2nd down and 5. You'll take that one. Artesia's making little mistakes. Lovington, though, has made some big ones, and that's what's led to the 36-30 score with a turnover on the kickoff. So Twins left, Twins right again for the Wildcats. Aranda barks out the signals. Lovington with time and jumping that time. I think Artesia going to be offsides again. Nope, they're going to say false start on Lovington this time.
Oh,
I saw the side judge who threw that flag indicate it would be a false start.
So we're going to just march that 5 yards back, right?
Yep. So they'll just trade the 5 yards back, and yep, it'll be
3rd
false
and
start.
5.
Yep. So now that'll make it 2nd down and 10. So that's the 7th penalty on Lovington for 55 yards. They're pretty much trading penalty yards here. So back to 2nd down and 10. 2:09 to go here in the first half. From the near hash mark still, Twins left, Twins right. Send a man in motion from the right to the left. That is Gonzalez. Rolling to the right is going to be Aranda. Throws and is hit as he throws and skips it in at around the 35-yard line to Tayton Hilliard, but it hit the ground first, so it'll be incomplete, and it'll be 3rd down and 10. So going to be very important here for Lovington to do something. You don't want to give Artesia time on the clock. They've still got all 3 of their timeouts and 2 minutes to go, and they'll have the ball first. This could turn into a 3-touchdown swing real quick if Lovington doesn't keep this drive alive.
Yeah, they've got to move it forward. They've got to take care of the ball, hang on to it too.
So it'll be 3rd down and 10 from the Lovington 22. Katzen 2 left, 2 right from the near hash mark. Good snap, Aranda with it. He's going to throw the screen to the near side, and Tarango in and out of his hands, incomplete. And it'll be 4th down and 10. So 4th and 10 now for the Wildcats.
Tarango was turned around and running backwards and trying to reach up and catch that at the same time, and it just didn't work.
So punt team going to come out. So, like I said, now it's going to be up to the special teams and the defense for the Wildcats to hold Artesia out for 1 minute and 58 seconds with Artesia holding 3 timeouts. Lovington going to come up. Going to look maybe like they're going to think about it doing something, but no, they will go ahead and kick it away as Aguilera gets the big boot into it, takes a huge Lovington bounce at the 40 to the 30 to the 20. Barrera runs back with it, and Lovington going to cut him off inside the 20 back at the 17-yard line. A huge kick, a complete field flipper, as they say. Big kick there for Adam Aguilera. So with 1:47 remaining in the first half, it'll be Artesia Bulldog football up by 6. Now time for the Wildcats to see what they can do defensively. This would be a great time and place for a turnover.
Oh, yeah. If they could shake that ball loose, get that back, huge momentum for them. If they could get that ball back and get a score, they could actually go up and going into the half.
Put 2 people on Barrera. Yeah. Twins left, Twins right. Low snap, it's handled. Taylor under pressure, rolls to the left side, gets a huge block in the backfield, lets it fly down the field, adjusting over on it, and almost getting to it is Aguilera. He almost became the receiver on that, so it'll be incomplete, and it'll be 2nd down and 10 for Artesia.
Intended for Lopez, but Aguilera with great coverage. I mean, it was clean coverage, too, and he got a hand on it, but it went through with his hands. Awesome.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. For Artesia from back at the 18-yard line. 1:37 remaining in the first half. Clock stops on the incompletion. Artesia up by 6. Lovington trying to keep him from adding to it here late in the quarter. Twins left, Twins to the right again. Barrera in the backfield with Taylor. Hand it to Barrera. He's going to go left side. Nope, Taylor keeps it himself. Rolls near side, throws it underneath, and that one will be incomplete.
Really nice tackle from behind on Aguilera. Yeah. Clean coverage, and then he reached around and just got him and kept him from being able,
intended target there, Lopez. And so Aguilera knocks it away.
Twice they've wanted Lopez.
The Artesia faithful wanted a pass interference. Aguilera got there. Looked like right at the exact same moment that the ball did. So 90 seconds to go here in the first half. An exciting first half of football. The Wildcats trailing the Bulldogs but defense trying to hold them. Big 3rd down and 10 for the Cat defense. Artesia comes out 4 receiver set again. Barrera in the backfield with Taylor. Hard count, Lovington jumped, and they know it. So give them a free 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Now's here where you've really got to watch for Barrera.
Yeah, he's quick, and he'll get that 1st down before you know it, and he's already had some end zone runs, so he is threat number 1, I think.
Brian Gutierrez got a little bit antsy there and jumped off sides. So it'll be an important 3rd and 5 now for Artesia. And for the Lovington defense to stop them up if they can. From right in the middle of the field, twins left, twins right. Taylor looks to pass, comes near side, throws it underneath, has Greathouse short of the 30 and hit and knocked backwards by Thompson. He is going to be short of the 1st down, I think. Nope, they're going to give him. They're going to give him 6, so it'll be an Artesia 1st down.
Wow.
So the completion to Greathouse, his 3rd catch of the day.
And see, that penalty would have meant that wasn't.
And they're going to go into hurry-up mode. They want it all as they're going down the far sideline and picked off as Tate Hilliard will get it at the 30-yard line. There's the break that the Cats needed with 1:06 to go in the half.
Yep, got that ball back. What awesome coverage. Hilliard was there step for step, turned around and just said, nope, that ball is mine.
Artesia turned the Lovington turnover into a touchdown. Lovington needs to return the favor.
It was almost disastrous because with that penalty, it looked like Artesia was just going to be able to keep moving the chains forward. That penalty gave them, that 6 yards that they gained. Well,
Lovington's had some big plays tonight, 3 of them to be exact, that have all been called back via the penalty. So now if they need one of those big plays, and they don't need a penalty on it, twins left, twins right, Wildcat football after the interception. Pardon me, from the near hash mark. Aranda barks out the signals. Artesia shows blitz, bringing the house. Ashton comes near side, lets it fly, and that one is going to be picked off the other way. He got pressured and he tossed it, and Artesia returns the favor with the INT, and they'll have great field position.
Man, throwing into a group of oranges is flirting with disaster.
As coming down with that one, number 27, Cody Watson gets the INT. And so Lovington's 2nd turnover of the half, and now Artesia has it in Actually, it'll be by Riscone, so it'll be Artesia football at the 38-yard line, now inside Lovington territory. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Hand it off to Barrera. He's going to come right side. Nopez. Taylor going to throw it to Barrera. They've tried that one before. I thought Barrera had it. That is a very convincing play fake, but we got a flag on the play at the 35.
Excuse me, and Henson was on Barrera down there. Barrera really could not get a hand on it. Went tumbling into the
And so it'll be
sideline.
in the neighborhood of a hold. So let's see.
They're going to mark it off. Is it going to be off
Should
against
be on Artesia. Another point at Lovington. Holding on Lovington. Defensive holding on the Wildcats. Ouch. 8th penalty for 65 yards, and that's an automatic Artesia 1st down. Yikes. Actually, that's 8 for 70 yards. I hadn't flipped my script back over yet. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Artesia, their 10th 1st down. From the spot, should be. It'll be 1st and 10 Artesia, 55 seconds to go. From the 26-yard line, 27-yard line. And the officials are still talking about some things here. Don't forget, coming up in 55 seconds of game time, we'll have your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show. A lot to talk about in this one. And it'll be interesting to get Coach G's take and our Bob's Thriftway coaches conversation, too. Of course, we'd like to thank Coach G for, of course, always taking some time to speak with us before halftime and after the game. And it's brought to you courtesy of our friends at Bob's Thriftway. I guess I could move the camera back over to where things are going on. So I don't know what all this discussion is about. Yeah, it's a 1st down. It's 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. So, yeah, it's 1st down for Artesia, their 10th 1st down. So now they're knocking on the door of the red zone from the 27-yard line. Taylor looks to pass, 3-step drop, throws it, trying to get the screen. He'll have Greathouse at the 30, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and knocked down. Did he get it into the end zone before he did? Yes, he did. It's 27 yards. Third passing touchdown. That one going to Greathouse, his second touchdown, and now here's where you get into that 3-touchdown swing we talked about a minute ago, Dawn.
Yes, it is. And if Lovington can, they've got a little time on the clock. If they can at least answer and chip away and go into the half, not so far down, that's going to be really important.
Yeah, they're going to need a big play. It's 42-30. Just like that, Lovington was up by 8. Now they're down by 12. And Artesia will have the football to start the second half. So the point after to come, Barrera, and now a flag going to fly as too many men on the field for Artesia, so move them back 5 yards. As this, a lot of scoring, 72 combined points, defense optional game until here late in the quarter. And yep, so the legal substitution for Artesia, so move them back. They lead 42-30 with 45 seconds to go. So the point after to come.
I think that makes it harder for them to do a 2-point conversion, and really let's see what they're.
So it'll be it'll be the equivalent of a
kick.
25-yard field goal for Greathouse out of the hold of Barrera. Greathouse is a pretty good kicker, but Lovington can bring the heat, and they are going to bring everybody, and it comes in, and it is blocked. The Cats will block it down, and so Artesia having all kinds of fits with the extra points. 45 seconds to go, first half. Lovington trails Artesia 42-30. We're back in a minute on Z94 KZOR. Artesia puts another touchdown on the board, 27 yards to Greathouse, and the kickoff going to be fielded at the 20, to the 25, to the 30, looking for some room is Tarongo, to the 35, and up to the 40-yard line. Good return that time for Marcus. So Lovington will have pretty good field position with a 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line.
38 seconds to play with here, that's all. But Lovington can do a hurry-up offense.
Yeah, they need to do it right here, trailing by 12.
And how many timeouts left?
1.
Okay.
So they've got time, but they've got to matriculate the ball down the field rather rapidly, as the great Hank Stram once said. So twins left, twins right for the Wildcats. 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line, trailing by 12 in a high-scoring first half. Aranda 3-step drop with it as time, throws it across the middle, and it'll be complete across the 40 to the 30, down to the 25-yard line. Huge pitch and catch. Adam Aguilera moved the chains, first down Cats.
Just what they needed.
35 yards to Aguilera, as I write very quickly. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Aranda with it down at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, and timeout going to be taken by Lovington, their 3rd and final timeout. We'll keep it right here. It'll give me a moment to catch my book up. 285 passing yards for Aranda. 2 touchdowns through the air in this first half. Adam Aguilera with a touchdown catch and 65 receiving yards. Isaac Henson, 4 catches, 73 yards, including a 32-yard touchdown. Of course, we'll go over the full numbers in the halftime show. So Lovington out of timeouts. 19 seconds to go when they've got 25 yards to pay dirt to get this back to a one-score game, Dawn.
And they can do it. You know, you just feel like, despite the fact that they're down by 12 points, there's this energy and this momentum, and it just feels so possible. You know, these guys have played so well offensively in this game so far. You just feel like, all right, it's, you know, they can do this. They've got this. Let's hope that that's true.
So let's see what happens out of the timeout. 19 seconds to go in the first half. Lovington trailing 42-30. So trips to the right, one to the left. Single back in the backfield going to be, looks like Gonzalez this time with Aranda. Ashton barking out the signals, gets it. The blitz is coming, comes near side. He wants Henson and knocked away at the last moment, incomplete. Isaac not able to lay out pretty good coverage down that far side by Artesia.
Yeah, and he just wasn't quite there. He needed about another step and a half to be able to be there Ashton, where the ball was.
Yeah, Ashton a little bit rushed, though, as they were bringing the house.
The heat was coming on him very quickly.
Blaze Burns on the defense down the field. So it'll be second down and 10 from the 26. Not that that really matters with 14 seconds to go in the half. Twins left, Twins right. Ashton barks out the signals. Artesia going to bring the house again. Gets picked up. Aranda steps up in the pocket. Throws it to the right side. Has Aguilera and 6 on the board. Touchdown Wildcats. He runs the flag route 26 yards. And the Cats have cut it back to 6.
Man, that was beautiful. Great throw. Great. It looked effortless. It wasn't. There's all kinds of hard work being done on the line to protect Aranda, to give him the time to make that throw. He got it off quickly, beautifully thrown and caught. Just incredible. Great execution.
311 passing yards for Ashton Aranda in the first half. Wow. So now the point after to come. Trying to cut it down to a 5-point ball game with 9 seconds to go in the half, and the kick is up, and that one is good. So we'll just keep it right here with 9 seconds to go in the half. I'm not sure the last time I saw an 11-man football game, Dawn, that had a score like this in the first half.
And you know what? You know, the defense, they've not only been on the field, but they've been playing well. And, you know, they've been, you know, each team has had some pretty good defensive stands, some plays, turnovers. You know, they're doing well. You look at the score and think that it's defense optional. It's not.
Yeah, right now the difference, though, is 2 turnovers for Lovington, both of which have turned into Artesia touchdowns.
And bad penalties.
And bad penalties in Lovington with 1 defensive stand. So, and they turned the Artesia. No, they didn't turn the turnover into a touchdown. They turned it into another turnover, which is where the difference comes. Each defense with 1 stand in the first half, but Artesia with a couple of turnovers, one of them on special teams, the other on defense, which they turned both of them into touchdowns. They also turned their defensive stand into a touchdown. So 42-37, a 5-point lead for Artesia, but Lovington not going away here at the Bulldog Bowl. I seem to remember a game here a couple of years ago, Dawn, where it went down back and forth kind of like this back in 2019. Of course, Lovington coming out on the wrong end of that one.
That was a heartbreaker.
That was, but a tough game.
Right, but there's half of this game yet to be written, and lots of time left.
Yes, there is.
Exciting first half. Can't wait to see.
Yeah, what we've got going in the second half. This will be something.
It's not over.
No, it's not.
You've got 9 seconds left in this one.
That's still plenty of time for something to happen. And so the kickoff will come from Brennan, and he will pop it up, and it'll squib out at the 27-yard line. So Artesia will have the option of making Lovington re-kick it, or they can take it, I believe, at the 35-yard line. Let's see what Coach Maupin decides to do here. And I think if he's smart, he's probably just going to take it at the 35. Yeah.
What I do.
So it will be a kickoff out of bounds on Lovington. And he will have the ball to start the second half. So up by 5. No, he's going to make Lovington re-kick it.
Interesting.
So I'm thinking if I'm Coach G here, I'm thinking I don't kick it away this time. I'm thinking now it is the onside. You might as well try it.
Right.
So another 10-yard penalty on the Wildcats, 80 penalty yards in the first half.
Still the 9 seconds on the clock.
So move it back. Actually, just a 5-yard penalty, pardon me. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I try the onside here. What do you have to lose? Either that or see if you can pop it between the first and second rows and get your gunners down there before they can come up and get it. Or maybe not. We'll have to see how Coach G wants to play it.
I don't know. Garcia was able to put a big boot in it his last when he kicked it off the
Yes, he
time
was.
before
So
last.
Brennan gets to it, and it will be a squibber this time, and it'll go out of bounds again at the 40-yard line. And so now, are they going to make them move it back again? I'm thinking the answer is probably going to be yes. So, yep, they're going to move them back 5 more yards. I'm running out of penalty squares on my score sheet up here. That'll be the 80th penalty yard for Lovington. So move them back to the 30. So, yep, illegal procedure on Lovington. Kickoff out of bounds. So maybe third time will be the charm here. We'll see what the Cats are thinking here. 42-37, Lovington trails by 5, but it has been an entertaining and slow-moving first half. This first half has taken almost 2 hours to play.
A lot of activity during that time, but it took a lot of time to play.
Yes, it did. So Brennan will come up and he'll kick it this time. It'll be a high end-over-ender. It'll be fielded back at the 25-yard line. They're going to run the starburst. It's going to stay in the hands of Barrera. Gets out of a tackle, 30-35, and shoestring tackle by number 4, Alec Holguin, saves a touchdown. So Barrera with a big return and 1 second left to go in this first half. Alec Holguin, hats off, young man. That keeps your team down by 5.
Yep, and so great special teams tonight for the most part. Some
other than the muff on the kickoff, yeah, it really has been pretty good.
And really, this means Artesia has it only 4 yards farther than they would have if they'd taken, it at a 35.
Yeah, they will. So 1 play left in the half. Good snap. Taylor with it, has time, wants it all. He's going to go down the left side, and it is up and knocked away at the last second and almost picked off. So the clock will expire on the first half of an entertaining ball game. The Wildcats trailing the Bulldogs 42-37 as we're getting ready for the Bob's Thriftway Coaches Conversation with Coach G and Don Morgan.
Hey, Coach.
Hey, Don, how are you?
Hey, great. Welcome back, Lovington Wildcats. This is the team.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm proud of our guys coming out here. We knew coming into it we weren't going to be able to take away their we wanted to limit their big plays. They've got a really good running back. Quarterback's a really good player. We've done a good job in coverage at times. And then at times we want to get our eyes in the backfield, and then those guys get behind us, so we just got to be more disciplined with that. But I'm telling you what, this group right here, the way they're playing football right now, it's passionate. It's like we're going to have a dang revival out here, bring people to Jesus. It's outstanding.
Yeah. Why is it you're down by 5 on the scoreboard, but it feels like you're up? I don't know why. You guys have grabbed the momentum. You drew first blood. You have had some problems here, some bad penalties, about 80 yards in penalties so far, couple at a bad time, couple of turnovers, but there's so much good stuff going on as well. Almost 300 yards in the air and to 9 different receivers.
Yeah. I'm just so proud of our guys, man. I'm telling you, 14-8. Our guys are just getting after it right now, and so they're making great big plays. We just got to come out in the second half. Don't give the ball to the other team. Okay. Eliminate the foolish penalties, and finish.
All right.
Finish this sucker.
All right. Let's do it.
All right.
Hey, great. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you very much. Don Morgan with our Bob's Thriftway Coaches Conversation. Of course, big thanks to Coach G, always taking his time with us. We definitely appreciate that. So we're getting ready for your Bob's. That was the Bob's Thriftway Coaches Conversation. Getting ready. I'm as flustered as he is for the Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show. It is coming up after this timeout from Artesia. The Bulldogs lead our Wildcats 42-37. We're back in 3 minutes on KZOR. Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How Halftime Show from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Hey, you know you're going to need a little loving for your car. We'll get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. This is your Lovington Auto Supply Halftime Show. I'm TJ Miracle. Don Morgan patrolling field side for us tonight. Monica Rogo in studio engineering and producing. Let's take a look at the numbers in the first half of this one. Our score, Artesia 42, Lovington 37. So we'll start with the Bulldogs. It has been the Jake Barrera show in the first half. 15 carries, 133 yards, and 2 touchdowns for that young man. He is the main running back for Artesia. They had one other ball carrier who got 22 yards, so 155 combined rushing yards in the first half. No sacks on their quarterback. Through the air, Nate Taylor, the quarterback, goes 9 of 16, 166 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Those 3 touchdowns, 2 of them coming to Peyton Greathouse, the other coming to Zayden Lopez. Greathouse leads the receiving corps, 5 catches, 73 yards in those 2 touchdowns. Lopez with 49 yards in the touchdown. And 5 different receivers catching passes tonight for Artesia. So 166 through the air, 155 on the ground, means 321 total yards for Artesia in the first half. They got 10 first downs in that first half, and they had 9 penalties for 60 yards. So the 10 first downs, as I mentioned, then they get 22 in the first and 20 in the second. That's how they get to their 42 on the scoreboard. Turning the page for your Lovington Wildcats. Ashton Aranda having a whale of a first half, 17 of 28, 311 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. 2 of those touchdowns coming to Adam Aguilera. He is the leading receiver, 4 catches, 91 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Isaac Henson, 4 catches, 73 yards, to go along with a 32-yard touchdown reception. Tayton Hilliard on the night with 3 catches for 71 yards. He's had a couple that should have been touchdowns that were called back by penalties. Cesar Gonzalez, 2 catches, 29 yards. Alec Holguin, 1 catch, 13 yards. DeMarcus Thompson, 1 catch, 16 yards. Marcus Tarango, a catch for 7 yards. Perez, a catch for 8 yards. And Gomez, a catch for 12 yards. 9 different Lovington receivers tonight getting their hands on the football. On the ground, well, not a great ground half, but grinding it out and doing what they need to. Marcus Tarango, 6 carries, 29 yards. He is the leading rusher. Ashton Aranda, 4 carries, 13 yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. He is yet to be sacked. Anthony Gomez with 3 carries for 2 yards. So if you're keeping up at home, 311 through the air, 44 on the ground, 355 total yards in the first half. Lovington was whistled 11 times for 80 yards in penalties in that first half. They do lead the first down battle with 11. Lovington was 16 in the first, 21 in the second. That's how they get to their 37 on the board. So 42-37. Again, I don't know the last time I called an 11-man game that had a score like this in the first half. I mean, some 6-man games in Texas, we saw it get triple digits. The scoreboard never stops moving. And that's kind of what it is here at the Bulldog Bowl tonight, Dawn Morgan.
It is, but, man, it's great to watch Lovington get out there, draw first blood, and to just answer. The teams are going back and forth, and Lovington just never looking like they hesitated. They never looked like they doubted themselves. It never felt that way here on the sideline. It felt like they, they were... Pardon me.
No, well, I'll go ahead and take it back and just say a quick thank you to everybody who makes Wildcat football possible here on Z94 KZOR, the Z94 KZOR app, and, of course, makes it possible for you to watch live and free on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and on the Lovington Sports tab at HobbsAmerica.com. Again, we apologize for the video quality here tonight. We are shooting through glass. Double pane glass, to be exact, because there's no room on the camera deck for audio equipment. So we're shooting through glass, so that explains. We're getting the glare, we're getting some blurring there. But thanks for sticking with us on the YouTube channel and Hobbs America. And again, we apologize about that quality.
Yeah.
So, Dawn, where were we?
I was saying that it never, even when they were going back and forth, and even when Lovington, the score started, to edge out, when Artesia got ahead, Lovington never felt like they were giving up, like they were even down. I mean, they just kept playing, and I think that's such a turnaround. The attitude and the energy level is so much different. It's a completely different feeling on the sideline tonight as it was the last couple of games, where I just think there was frustration early on and things didn't feel right, weren't working well. And tonight, I don't know what these guys did in practice during the week, but they changed things around, both, with the game
looks
as
like
well as the attitude.
Yeah, looks like a different team tonight.
Absolutely,
to be sure.
absolutely.
So we'll come back and continue the Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show with your Napa Know-How keys to the second half coming up. It is halftime. Artesia 42, Lovington 37. This is Wildcat Football on KZOR. Welcome back to your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How Halftime Show on Z94 KZOR Hobbs Lovington, the Z94 KZOR app, the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, and the Lovington tab at hobbsamerica.com. I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan patrols the sidelines for us tonight, courtesy of Now Pharmacy, Monica Rogo in studio engineering and producing. So as we do every halftime, time to find out what the Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How keys to the second half are going to be, Dawn.
Well, let me talk about just quickly about the band first, just because I was sitting here as the Lovington band was performing and talking with the wife of one of the band directors, and just acknowledging the work that they have been doing, and happy to be back on the marching field and back to be playing as well. Their theme this year on their program is called Storms, and they have a program that has a very dark and gloomy sound, and then it matches the dark tones and colors on the field, and then they have a costume change, in the part of that, and the flags get lighter as well as the sun comes out, and so it's kind of symbolic. I think that the tough times they went through with the COVID year, not being able to play, not being able to march, not being able to practice in a lot of ways, and losing some members of the band, but coming back, trying to be strong. And this is a real big week for them because they have after the next week they've got, of course, homecoming. The next day they have a marching festival in Denver City, and then 3 days later they have an even bigger marching festival back here at Artesia, the Bulldog Bowl. So we want to say and acknowledge the work that the band does, and say good luck to them in their competitions coming up. Definitely.
Well, absolutely. Hey, they win every halftime. The Big Blue Band does a great job.
Yep, and Artesia band coming off after doing a Star Wars theme presentation. They're finishing up on the field right now. But back to the game and the second half of the game. I think it's going to be really important. Lovington is going to come out, and Artesia is going to have the ball. They'll be fired up. They're going to be going for the end zone and trying to stack the points up against Lovington again. Artesia is going to want to try to put this out of reach and try to kill the Wildcats' energy and momentum. So Wildcats have got to come out and do exactly what the coach said. They've got to hang on to the ball. They've got to take care of it. They've got to continue to move forward and keep their offense, going strong like they have. They've got to quit shooting themselves in the foot with the penalties and hang on to the ball. Don't cough it up. Don't turn it over. And if they can do that, then they'll be in good form and in good shape to try to get those 5 points back that they really need. They really need to try to stop Artesia when they come out, or try to force a turnover and get those points back for themselves. If they could go up against Artesia and start off just like they did in the first part of the game, being up against Artesia, it's going to be the team that makes the fewest mistakes, that wins the game at the end. I think the team that makes the fewest penalties and makes the fewest big mistakes, and the one that can rip out the big plays at the right time and keep from getting penalties. Lovington, it killed Lovington. They could have had 2 more scores on the board than they've got right now.
Yeah,
but
they certainly could have.
They had terrible, expensive penalties on those big runs, and those big would have been touchdowns, and that it's hard to look at the scoreboard and think, oh man, it could be Lovington could be up, could have at least a couple more touchdowns, and should have by rights, by the way they played. But
yeah, they really should.
But for those penalties.
Yeah, penalties and turnovers. 2 turnovers really cost them, because that turned into 2 touchdowns for Artesia. So there's, a difference on the board. Going to be important for a defensive stand. They had 1 in the first half. They need to get 2 or 3 to go along with a turnover or 2, as you mentioned. So it's actually, don't make mistakes.
Right.
Keep doing what you've been doing on offense. But the defense has to find a way, somehow,
right,
to slow down Barrera and to keep Artesia's offense off of the field. And if you can get them off the field, that's even better.
Yeah, because if Artesia's offense is on the field, they're going to score. It's a matter of time. The defense did Lovington defense did stop them once, and that was a great stand, but Lovington's got to be ready to do it. The only good thing about the first half being so much on offense is that some of those defensive legs should be fairly fresh and ready for this second half fight. Yes, Lovington still has a lot of two-way players, but they have a lot of defensive players that did not have to just slog it out in the trenches so much in that first half. So they should have a lot left in the tank to be able to perform when they need to here.
Well, we certainly hope so as halftime starts coming to an end. This has been your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Get the Napa Know-How for your car from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. We'll be back for the start of the second half right after this. This is Wildcat Football from Z94 KZOR and on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back to Lovington Wildcat Football here on Z94 KZOR, the Z94 KZOR app, the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, and the Lovington Sports tab at HobbsAmerica.com. I'm TJ Miracle. Don Morgan is fieldside with us tonight. Monica Rogo in studio, engineering and producing, getting ready for the start of the second half. Lovington trailing Artesia 42-37. Yeah, 79 points combined in the first half. Wow, that's about all you can say about that one. The team's out finishing their warm-ups here at the Bulldog Bowl. Artesia will have the football first to start the second half. So final thoughts as we get the second half ready to go, Dawn.
Man, just ready to go. I think Lovington, looks and feels just as energized as they were in the first half, and I'm just thinking that this is their night. I'm just thinking, and I hope that they feel like that. They haven't beaten Artesia in a long time. They haven't beaten them here on this field, and I think it feels right tonight. Let's see if they can turn this around slightly. They're only down by 5 right now. And if
a lot can happen.
A lot can happen.
Be interesting to see. They're going to need to come out and make a defensive stand here, I think, on this first possession. Don't want to just let them march it right down. So Lovington will be defending the north goal as we start the third quarter. So Artesia will be moving south to north from my perspective. That is right to left. So it'll be the other way for you, Don, since you're all the way across the field. Nice that we finally got a microphone that'll, go 130 yards.
Yeah, no problems tonight.
Knock on wood. I wish you hadn't said that out loud.
Well, that's okay. I'm sitting on a wooden bench over here.
Okay,
so
well,
I'm knocking.
Well, since we're having to shoot through the double panes of glass, and here, maybe we can make up for it with the sound quality. So.
All right.
So it'll be Artesia football to start things off. Kicking it away will be Brennan Garcia. They're going to be a big time for the Wildcats. See what Brennan can do. He's got a good leg. He can send it deep. Of course, maybe it's time for Coach G to gamble a little bit. I don't think we've seen an onside kick from him
tonight.
This year.
Nope. No, actually, I think, did they try it against Hobbs?
I think maybe they did.
I think they had a couple against Hobbs.
So we'll see what happens as Brennan Garcia to kick it away for the Lovington Wildcats. He'll come up to it, and it will be the onside, and that one is going to be right at the 50, but it didn't get the big bounce and the skip, and so Artesia able to just fall on top of it and to grab it, and so they'll have good field position, as getting that one was Caden Solman. So 1st and 10 right at midfield for Artesia. Good field position for the Bulldogs as we start this third quarter.
I think they need to practice that onside kick just a little bit more.
Yeah, if that one pops up in the air a little bit, they've got a shot at it.
Right.
It just skipped in, though. So from right at midfield, short field for the Bulldogs. 1st and 10 from the 50. Send trips to the right, one to the left. Back in the backfield is Barrera with Taylor. And Barrera keeps it himself, and he just goes over left tackle and crosses into Lovington territory and across the 45 to the 44-yard line. So a pickup of 6 for Barrera, and so it'll be 2nd down and call it 4. And it looks like Artesia may be going to come out, and, they came out and they threw the ball around a lot more than I think we really kind of expected them to.
In that first half. Mm-hmm.
So now up by 5, and Lovington having a little trouble stopping the run. They just come out and try and control the clock and run it down their throats. Trips right, one left. Hand it to Barrera again, right up the middle. Gets through the first level. Is going to be short of the first down, but is still going to get about 2 yards out of it. 3rd down and 2. Lovington condensed in on him. And on the stop, Corbin Enriquez, the sophomore linebacker.
It's kind of hard to get down low on a player that's pretty low to the ground himself. But and who's moving forward pretty rapidly, and that's the challenge on him, is that you're trying to stop him and trying to get low enough to stop his legs.
3rd and 2 with trips to the left, 1 to the right. From the shotgun is Taylor. Barrera in the backfield with him. Taylor keeps himself option, pitch to Barrera. He's got some room, 40 to the 35, to the 30, gets away from the tackle to the 25-yard line, where he's finally brought down. It's a pickup of 17, and it'll be a 1st down for Artesia.
Yeah, he's one of those, you can't just put a hand out, because Adam Aguilera did that and just slowed him down a little but didn't stop him. So you really got to finish the tackle against somebody like that in order to try to limit the yardage. Otherwise, he's really dangerous against you.
From the 25-yard line, twins left, twins right, far hash mark. High snap, Taylor handles it, keeps it himself, rolls to the left side, looks downfield, going to be pressured, lets it go, and almost picked off. That would have been a huge interception, as getting the hand on it was Gonzalez, and having a shot at getting it was Henson.
And I think that was a big mistake for the quarterback to let that go in that instance. He was almost out of room on the sideline. He was in a bad position. He knew he couldn't guarantee the accuracy of that throw, and he threw in a sea of white and orange, and that's dangerous.
Good pressure from Jaden Bosquez in the backfield.
All the way down.
For the Wildcats.
Yep, all the way laterally, all the way down the line to the sideline. So defense showing up well so far.
It'll be 2nd down and 10, but Artesia's managed to move it to the 25-yard line. They had a short field to work with to begin with. Trips left. They're going to try and spread the Lovington defense out. Lovington shows blitz. Hand it off to Barrera, and he's just going to bang forward to about the 21-yard line. So call it a pickup of 4 for Barrera, 162 yards on 19 carries.
Lovington D leaving too many gaps, leaving too many openings. A quick, small player like Barrera is just going to eat you alive by doing that. Lovington has got to seal those gaps, and it's hard to do when they're spreading your defense out. But they've got to work harder on it.
3rd and 6, twins left, twins right. Yep, gap control important. as Taylor gets it pressured, throws it across the middle, and almost gets it to his man. Good coverage on the far side by Adam Aguilera as he was trying to find Lopez, but it'll be incomplete, and so now it'll be 4th down and 8, and you got to think that Coach Maupin is going to go for it deep inside Lovington territory.
Yeah,
Greathouse is a good kicker, but Lovington has gotten to him a couple times for field goals, so I'm thinking they're going for it, and yep, it looks like they will. And bringing the play in is going to be Peyton Deans, and he's going to run the offense this time, looks like. So Dean's the backup quarterback, but he gets a lot of the 3rd and 4th down snaps, and a whistle is going to sound. Artesia.
Lovington, I think it's a timeout. I think Coach G wants to take it.
So Coach G going to take the timeout. So with 9:47 to go, Lovington will take the timeout. 9:47 to go here in the 3rd quarter. It's a big 4th down coming up when we're back in 30 seconds on KZOR. Welcome back to Lovington Wildcat football here on Z94 KZOR. I'm TJ Miracle out of the Lovington timeout. And quick note, Monica, we are back on the tie line. So important here for Lovington to force Artesia to turn the ball over. Artesia, it's kind of a win-win for them. If they can get the 1st down, they pin Lovington. Of course, they keep the ball. If they don't, they pin Lovington deep. So we'll see what they do. Deans is the quarterback. High snap. He'll handle it. 5-step drop. Going to be pressured. Dumps it down to the underneath man. That is going to be Greathouse. Each to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and into the end zone for the touchdown. As Peyton Deans, actually that's his 2nd completion of the day. It's 21 yards to the house for Greathouse. His 3rd touchdown of the ball game. And that puts Artesia up 48-37. And when you take a timeout and then they score on the next play, that's not a good thing. As Deans just checked it right down to Greathouse, and he went pretty much
just swept to the left and
pretty much unimpeded inside and into the house.
He didn't have much to overcome at all to dance in the end zone there.
So the point after by Greathouse. 48-37, up by 11 now are the Bulldogs, and the kick is up and somehow squeaks it through with 9:38 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. It's Artesia 49, Lovington 37. We're back in a minute on Z94 KZOR. ...21 yards from Peyton Deans to Peyton Greathouse, so Peyton to Peyton, and the point after is good. So Artesia up by 12, 49-37. I'm TJ Miracle, Don Morgan patrolling field side, Monica Rogo in studio engineering and producing. So Lovington takes a timeout, and they had Artesia on their heels at 4th and 8, and then they promptly check it down to Greathouse, and he takes it to the house. Not the way they wanted to start it off, to be sure. So waiting on the Artesia kickoff. Lovington's offense will need to answer, and so the kick, it'll be a short one, but whistle's going to sound. I think somebody may have moved early on Artesia's side. Sounds like the Big Blue Band getting into it behind you there, Dawn.
Yeah, they're kind of right behind us. We're
kind of rocking it out there, so we're going to have an offsides on Artesia, and it was actually the line judge who called it that time, not the head official. 65 penalty yards on Artesia. It's a little bit strange that the head referee, not the one that came up to call that, it was the linesman. So we'll try this one again, as kicking it away will be Jacob Parrish from the right to the left. So move them back to the 35, and they're going to kick it short. And they will try the onside, and that one is going to be fielded. And moving around, making some moves, is going to be Thompson. And he's going to be drugged down at about the 47-yard line. Apologize again about the camera work. So Thompson, instead of going east-west, if he goes north-south, he probably gets about another 10 yards out of that one. But
yeah,
nice job by Thompson to get it on the bounce and get a little bit of return out of it. So Lovington with pretty good field position, 1st and 10. And they're going to say his knee went down back at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, Artesia really trying to rip that ball out of his hands when he was going down, tumbling down. He did a nice job of hanging on to it.
1st and 10 from the 46. Lovington's first possession of the second half, trailing by 12. Still a lot of time, though. 9:29 to go, third quarter. Trips to the right, one to the left. Single back in the backfield with Aranda. Ashton sends a man in motion. That's Olguin right to left. Lets him get set, and he'll take the snap. Artesia brings the blitz. Ashton steps up, throws it across the middle. He has a man.
Aguilera.
That is going to be Aguilera at the 40. He spins out of one and will step out at the 39-yard line. So it's more than enough for the first down. That's going to be 11. That's going to be 14, 15 yards to Aguilera. So Aguilera goes over the century mark, 1:06 for Adam Aguilera. And that'll be 3:26 through the air for Ashton Aranda, and first down for the Wildcats.
Good work on the offense, giving Aranda some extra time to find his man there.
Twins left, twins right from the far hash mark. Send a man in motion, that's Aguilera. And they hand it off to Adam, and he's going to go and take it on the end around and get about 6 yards on the end around. So we'll see where they mark him officially. Wow, they're going to not give him a whole lot. They're going to mark him out at the 35, so it's only a 4-yard gain. But still, that's what you want, 2nd down and 6. Just move the ball forward. He stepped out, so it does stop the clock with 9:16 to go in the third. So every time Artesia scores, Lovington has to answer if they want to win this ball game. Twins left, twins right. Aranda barking it out, gets it, hands it off to Tarango. He goes left, comes back to the left, and it goes Gomez, 27, not 33, and he's going to be down at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 15-yard carry for Gomez, his longest of the night, and move the chains. First down, Lovington.
Yeah, he found a little block, and I think that was Henson who kind of opened up him in just a little bit, Olguin and Henson.
Gomez going to move over to the left shoulder this time. Twins left, twins right. Ashton barks out the signals, hand it to Gomez, starts it right, cups it back left, and is met by a couple of orange-clad linebackers. He's going to pick up another 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8. But he is inside the 20, so inside the Artesia red zone. Clock moves.
David Reza and Seth Johnson were on the stop for Artesia on that one.
And again, I apologize about the shoddy camera work. One of these days, I'll fire this camera guy up here.
Well, the blur and the problem with the imaging is not your fault, and nothing can be done about that.
I don't know, if I took my glasses off, it might be better. Twins left, twins right, send a man in motion. That's Olguin. Aranda wants it all. Going down the far sidelines. Yes! Got him and put 6 on the board. Touchdown, Wildcats. Isaac Henson gets another touchdown tonight from 19 yards out, and the Cats have clawed it back to 6. 92 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns for Henson. That is the 4th passing touchdown of the night for Ashton Aranda.
Big question right now, do you go for the
at this point,
do you go for 2?
At this point, I think you kick it, get it back to 5, but there's a reason I am up here. 3:55 through the air for Aranda. The point after to come. Lovington has answered 49-43. And it looks like Lovington saying, nope, we're going to go for 2 to cut it down to 4. So they're going to send a man over. Oh, nope, we're going to have a timeout taken by Lovington so they don't get an illegal formation called. But this could be big, Dawn, because this is Lovington's 2nd timeout, and we're not even 4 minutes into the 3rd quarter yet.
Yeah, there's a lot of football left to be played here, and some strategy You know that with the teams trading points like they are, it's going to come down. It may very well come down to just a few points. The difference could be a timeout to give your team the extra time to kick a field goal or have get a 2-point conversion
or run an extra play at some point
run
somewhere.
An extra play that you need to be able to try to get in the end zone. So it's again all these little things that come into the game as far as strategy.
So, yeah,
and coachmanship, and it's just it's important.
Yes, it is. So, all right, the result after the last time out didn't go like Lovington wanted it, so now let's see if they can make it happen. Going for the 2-point conversion from the 2-yard line on the center hash mark. Lovington going to split 2 left, 2 right. Aranda making sure his receivers know what's going on. Now they're going to shift to trips left, 1 right. High snap, Ashton handles it, rolls right, throws right, has a man, and into the end zone. Put 2 on the board. Tayton Hilliard has his first 2-point conversion of the night, and the Cats refuse to go away. 49-45, Lovington trails, but we've got a back and forth shootout going back in 30 seconds on KZOR. It's a 19-yard touchdown pass from Ashton Aranda to Isaac Henson. The 2-point conversion is good to Tayton Hilliard, and the Cats have clawed back to within 4 of the Bulldogs. 49-45 our score. I'm TJ Miracle, Don Morgan, field side, Monica Rogo in studio, engineering and producing tonight. Great to have you with us here on KZOR and on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Please give your favorite team, like the Lovington Wildcats, a subscription on that YouTube channel. We'd appreciate that. Of course, again, we will apologize for the video quality with no room up on the flight deck for audio, and the kickoff, it'll be a squibber. That one could get into no man's land, and it'll be picked up by an Artesia back and brought to about the 40-yard line. I like that better than just the regular onside, Don, because that puts a lot of things in motion that you've got to account for if you're Artesia. So I'm liking that type of onside a little better than the last one.
Yeah, I think so too. So these guys are, they're trying different things.
So now it'll be important for the defense to come up big if they can. 8:09 to go. Wow, they didn't run any time off the clock at all on that. I think there should be like a 5-second runoff there.
Sure, yeah.
Because that ball was fielded and run.
Yeah, there's no way that didn't take a couple of seconds at least.
Yeah, from the 39-yard line inside of Artesia territory. Artesia football, send twins left, twins right. Taylor is the quarterback. Barrera is his running back. Send a man in motion from the right to the left. Hand it off. Barrera is going to be hit in the backfield and going to be stopped for no gain. Lovington got to him quickly that time and did a nice job bringing him down. Ezekiel Guzman leads the charge.
Yeah, good job on the line.
So no gain on the play. 162 yards on 20 carries for Barrera. 2nd down and 10. Important for Lovington to keep their focus. And you mentioned it on the last series. Stay in your lane and worry about your assignment. Let your teammates do their job. Don't get over aggressive. From the shotgun, and it'll be Deans actually taking over at the quarterback. Hands it over to Barrera, and he's going to get a couple of yards as he goes up the middle. And is finally going to be stopped and brought down. Coming up from the linebacker position is Thompson. So Barrera going to pick up 3 on that one, so 3rd down and 7. So 3rd down and 7. Peyton Deans is the quarterback. That is 12 as the quarterback, right, Don?
That's right. I'll double check it when they get out of the huddle, but that's what I was seeing too.
Yeah, I'm at kind of a strange angle. So Peyton Deans is taking over.
It is 12.
All right, so that's Peyton Deans. He's taken over the quarterback position. 6:55 to go, 3rd quarter, a 4-point Artesia lead. Trips left, 1 right, and timeout going to be taken now by Coach Maupin. So
it is 12, or is it 17? You know
I
what?
believe it's 12. So
I mean, it could be a 7.
I'm pretty sure it's 12.
And I think it's 12.
We've got a timeout no matter how you look at it. We'll just keep it right here. We've had a lot of time for our great sponsors tonight when you've got almost 100 combined points on the board, and we're not even halfway through the third quarter yet. Well, we've got to say a big thanks to the First American Bank of Lovington, Bob Thriftway, Man Welding, Now Pharmacy, Norley Hospital, and Navajo Refining Company. Couldn't do it without them. We also couldn't do it without Stone Oilfield Services, the Lee County Electric Cooperative, Eunice Pump and Supply, the Lovington Schools, Devon Energy, and Lovington Auto Supply. I'm TJ Miracle, Dawn Morgan Fieldside. Monica Rogo in studio engineering and producing. And again, we apologize about the video quality tonight. No room for audio up on the video deck, so we're having to shoot through double-paned glass with the glare and everything.
And the reflection.
And the reflection. So we appreciate you sticking with us and putting up with us.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to see the deck up there, but they intend that just for cameras, and they don't have that equipped so that you can set up all the audio equipment and do the audio and video right there at the same place.
That's right, yeah, there are no tables and things up there. So, all right, it'll be an important third down and 7, 6:51 to go. Artesia in the lead, but Lovington trying to stop him. Handed to Barrera. He goes right up the middle, and he is through across into Lovington territory. Needed 7, got 9, and it'll move the chains for Artesia. 12 first down for the Bulldogs.
He is just so quick. He's slippery. He's really tough to bring down.
And it looks like Artesia's decided they're just going to try and control the clock here, and that's not a bad idea. You're up by 4. The clock is your friend, and Lovington has had trouble stopping the run. So going to send trips to the right, 1 to the left. Barrera is the running back. Barking it out as now it's Taylor back in, going to throw the screen near side. Barrera gets at the 45 to the 40, gets out of a tackle to the 30 to the 20 to the 15 to the 10 to the 5, and finally out of bounds and going to be into the end zone. I thought that Tatum had gotten him beforehand, but it's 47 yards on the wide receiver screen to Barrera. So he'll have his 4th touchdown of the night, and Taylor will have his 4th touchdown pass of the night.
Man, it has just been so tough to stop Barrera, and Lovington has had trouble. It's hard. He slips through. He's quick, he's slippery. You got to get down really low and get him. And if he gets a step or two on you, it's going to be almost impossible to catch him if he gets open field.
2:13 through the air for Taylor. The point after to come from Great House. A 10-point lead now for Artesia, 55-45. The snap is up and the kick is up and blocked again as the Cats special teams saying we're going to do this. They're down by 10. Isaac Henson with the field goal block. 6:14 remaining in the third quarter. Artesia 55, Lovington 45, back in 30 on KZOR. Yes, it is. It is. Welcome back to the Score Fest here in Artesia for the Bulldogs. It's a 47-yard running back check down from Nate Taylor to Jake Barrera. The point after blocked by Isaac Henson. So with 6:14 to go in the third quarter, 55-45. We have got 100 on the board combined, Dawn Morgan.
Wow, that's just, we were just talking, off the air, leading to on the air about the incredible offensive performance by both these teams tonight. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, right now 6 touchdowns for Lovington, 7, make that 8 for Artesia. Yeah, that's a lot of touchdowns.
They're busy wiping off and taping up one of the Lovington players. He just got scratched, I think, scratched and a lot of blood. Corbin Enriquez, he's been in the trenches a lot tonight. And, man,
So here is the kickoff. It'll be a short one. Should be returnable. It'll be fielded at the 25 still at the 25 to the 30 to the 35 to the 40, 45 to the 50, and Tarango crosses into Artesia territory. The ball comes out, but coming in and making the recovery, Cayman Ochoa. Good run back there for Tarango, but Ochoa has to save him. Almost disaster for the Wildcats, but a great job by Ochoa to save that one. So a good return, good field position for the Cats as we hit the halfway point of the third quarter.
Going to be really important for them to just come back and answer that touchdown, and then they need to make something happen. Then they've got to get an INT, shake the ball loose, get the ball back, and try to get one score above
55 to 45. Empty set in the backfield. Trips left, two right from the near hash. Miranda barks out the signals. Artesia not going to bring the blitz, and it'll be an underneath throw to Alec Holguin. He'll have it at the 40, and then going to be gang tackled right there by Artesia. The leading man on that one was Camille Schaefer. It'll be a pickup of 5. Holguin's second catch of the night. Second down and 5. 360 yards for Ashton Aranda on 31 attempts, and we've still got 17, nearly 18 minutes left at clock time of this ball game. Twins left, Twins right. In the backfield is Tarango. Aranda waits the snap. Artesia gives him time. Hand it off. Marcus has a hole over the right side. He's across the 30 down to the 27-yard line before he is met by one of the safeties coming over to knock him down. But it's still going to be enough for 13 yards and move the chains. First down, Wildcats.
And that's a great first down, and it's a great thing for Lovington. But I can tell you, Artesia's tackling has been a little better, a little sharper, and they're finishing their tackles a little more, and they're denying Lovington some of the yardage, and that has kind of contributed to the difference in this game.
From the 27-yard line, Aranda with it. Hand it off. Tarango starts it right, brings it back left, and is going to get to the 25-yard line. So it'll be a pickup of 2 for Marcus. And so it'll bring up a second down and 8. Lovington playing a little bit more clock control themselves on this possession. Already taken about a minute and a half off of it. This may be the longest drive of the night. Twins left, Twins right.
Hang on to the ball.
4.5 to go in the third.
Don't turn it over.
Waiting for Aranda. Good snap. Ashton rolls left, looks left, throws it underneath. Complete at the 20. Stiff arm to the 15. Down to the 10-yard line. The Wildcats moving the football as Isaac Henson will get it. It'll be 15 yards to Isaac, his 6th catch of the night, and move the chains. First down, Lovington.
That was a great catch, but it also was a great little run because Isaac could have been down right after he caught that ball, but he spun around and moved forward and got a few more yards, and that's the kind of fight and determination that you need.
First and goal for the Wildcats from the 10-yard line. Trips left, 1 right. Aranda from the shotgun. Tarango on his right shoulder. High snap. Ashton with it. Throws it across the middle and almost picked off the turf by Tayton Hilliard, but that throw just a little bit rushed. Yeah. So incomplete, and it'll be second down and goal from the 10.
I didn't see who was coming up on his left side, but there was a lot of pressure, and Aranda really had to get rid of it before he was ready.
Luis Pondo on the defense against Hilliard. So it'll be second and goal from the 10. Twins left, Twins right. Lovington trails by 10, but still a long way to go in this one. Ashton with it, hand it off. Tarango brings it right, has some room to the 5 and into the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown Wildcats, Marcus Tarango. The 10-yard touchdown run, and the Cats have pulled it up to within 6. To within 4.
4, yeah.
I'm going to learn how to do math. Then they can bring it to within 2 with a 2-point conversion.
Now
they are going to put the kicking team out on the field.
And it looks like Hilliard with a hold by Henson.
Yep, just about like always. So this will get it to within 3. The snap is good. The kick is up, and that one is good. So with 3:42 remaining in the third quarter, it's Artesia 55, Lovington 52. Back in 30 seconds on KZOR. It's a 10-yard run for the touchdown for Marcus Tarango, his first touchdown of the season. The point after is booted through by Tayton Hilliard, and with 3:42 to go in the third quarter, it's Artesia 55, Lovington 52. Welcome back to Wildcat football here on Z94 KZOR. We may still be here at midnight tonight the way this one is going. But hey, we'll be here as long as it takes. The Cats not bowing to the pressure. Gonna have to see what they can do here. They've got to find a way to slow down this powerful Artesia offense some way, somehow.
They have got to get Artesia to cough up the football if they intend to try to, because if this game just keeps going back, seesaw back and forth, Lovington's down right now. They can't afford to just keep answering. They've got to find a way to get the ball and get in the end zone before Artesia.
As Brennan Garcia will kick it away. He's going to come near side, and that one, oh, it goes out of bounds before Lovington can get to it. Tarango was right on top of it, but couldn't get it before it went out of bounds. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty on Lovington. And, yep, I think Coach Maupin is going to make him kick it again. He has 85 penalty yards on Lovington. So move him back 5 yards and make him kick it again. Is Coach Maupin going to say he's going to take it? Nope, he's declined the penalty. He's going to take it at the spot of the foul. And so, yep, that's smart because it is at the 50-yard line.
Well, it's at the
49-yard
line, yeah.
So, yeah, he's going to take that one, not give Lovington another chance. So the Lovington defense coming back out with 3:42 to go here in the third quarter. They trail by 3. So Artesia gifted pretty good field position. Let's see what they can do with it. Lovington needs to force a turnover or a stop here. Down to just one timeout. And still a long way to go in this one. The handoff from Dean's going to give it to Barrera, and he's up and he's holding the hammy. That wouldn't be a good thing. Nope, he's up and he looks like he's all right. They're going to give him 3 yards on the carry. 177 on 23 carries for Barrera, but he was holding that hammy a little bit. As he came around, he's going to stay in, I guess maybe cramping a little bit. He's done a lot tonight. I can't blame him if he's getting a little tired. Trips to the right, one to the left. From the shotgun, Artesia. As now they put Taylor in, he hands it off. Barrera on the counter trace, sneaks his way through. He's to the 35, to the 30, to the 25. Brought down from behind, finally by the Wildcats. But it's good for 21 more yards for Barrera and a first down for Artesia.
Man, are they going to have to put the whole defense on just him?
I think you better leave somebody on Peyton Greathouse. 6 catches for 94 yards and 3 touchdowns.
That's the problem here. You can't just go all in on one of the players. But I think Barrera deserves your attention for sure.
Maybe 6 or 7 on him. That might work. First and 10, send a man in motion, and they're going to hand it off to that motion man around the right side. Has some room and drug down at the 20-yard line.
It's 27.
That is going to be handed off to Cody Watson. So Watson going to get a little bit of yards. We'll call it 6 for Watson. So second down and 4 for Artesia. Again, I apologize about the shoddy camera work. So second down and 4 from the 20-yard line. 2:35 remaining in the third quarter. Artesia on the march again. Now inside the Lovington red zone. Need to get it down to about the 14, make that the 16-yard line. Low snap, it's handled. Give it to who else but Barrera, and he's going to get the yardage that he needs as he gets it to the 15. So 5 yards for Barrera, and that puts him unofficially at 2:03 on the ground. Wow, 203 yards unofficially. And they're going to come up just a tad short. You say his knee went down just shy of the 15, so he needs about an inch to get the first down. Clock continues to move with 1:57 remaining in the third quarter. Lovington trailing Artesia 55-52. So they're going to go jumbo package and one receiver. That's Greathouse down wide to the left. They're going to get it and just hand it off. And held up, but not before he gets the yard he needs, is guess who? Barrera. And it'll be a first down for Artesia.
And we got a Lovington guy slow to get up. Let's see who that is. Limping just a little bit. 59.
So for
He's walking it out.
Going to be all right. Hopefully that's Brian Gutierrez who was in on that stop. So a 1 yard gain. So a Bulldog first down. They're still on the march. 1:25. Clock continues to roll here in the third quarter. Now Artesia going to try and grind a little clock. Twins to the right. Send a man in motion on the end around. They will get it to that end man to the 10. And finally, that's Greathouse going to be run out at the 8 yard line. It'll be a pickup of 7 for Greathouse, and that'll bring up second down and 3. He gets out of bounds and will close and will shut down the clock with 1:08 to go here in the third quarter. So it'll be second down and 3 for Artesia, deep inside Lovington territory. Time for the big boys up front to stiffen up if they can. From the 7 yard line, it is second down and 3. Twins left, Twins right. Taylor from the shotgun, Barrera on his left shoulder. Hand it to Barrera. He's hitting the backfield, still going to manage somehow to get a couple of yards as he drags a couple of cats with him, being led by Brennan Garcia. And he's only going to get 2, but still, it keeps things moving. 3rd and 2.
I think the answer, part of the answer may be put a couple of guys who are light and quick. A couple of your guys who are a little shorter and a little lighter and quick, and try to put them on Barrera, because I think you fight fire with fire. The power and the big guys are missing him because they're not quick enough.
As Peyton Deans will come in to take over the quarterbacking position. He is a running threat as well. They're going to run almost in a wishbone look here. Deans will pull the trigger at the quarterback position. High snap, Deans goes over the right side. He's inside the 5 to about the 4 yard line, dragging cats with him to the 3, to the 2, and just shy of the end zone. But Peyton Deans, his first carry of the night, will drag it 5 yards. So now it'll be 1st and goal for Artesia. So 1st and goal from the doorstep for Artesia as the clock expires on the third quarter. 55-52, Lovington trails. Back in a minute for the 4th. Don't miss it on KZOR. Back here in Artesia, start of the 4th quarter, Artesia with a 1st and goal on the 1 yard line. Lovington winning the 3rd quarter 15-13, but Artesia looking to start off the 4th quarter with a bang, put it in play. I'm TJ Miracle, Don Morgan patrolling field side tonight. So the way Artesia's running the football, I think if you're Lovington, you pretty much, I'm not sure they can stop them, Don. I wished I could say something different. You got to hope for something to break your way on this.
Yeah, you've got to really try to get those.
They're going to put the jumbo in. It'll be Deans. He'll be the quarterback. He'll get it. He'll take it right up the gut. He's going to be hit at the line and spun in as he takes Brennan Garcia for the ride with him. So Deans will run in from 1 yard out, and that'll increase the score to 61-52, back up to a 9-point lead for Artesia. Here's where the math starts getting interesting, Dawn, as Artesia, even at 9 points, that is still 2 scores away. Make it 10, it's a touchdown and a field goal. Make it 11, it's 2 touchdowns. And they've had trouble with the kicking game tonight. I'm thinking they're probably going for 2.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Going to spread everybody out. No, now they're going to show that they are going to kick it. They're going to try and go back up by 10. Again, the Lovington defense or special teams, somebody has to come up for this Wildcat team to make up for that, and they will decide to go for 2, and they will throw it, and it is good, and the 2-point conversion makes it an 11-point Artesia lead as that is tossed over there and complete. So that'll make it 63-52, just underway in the fourth quarter. We'll keep it right here.
So, you know, Lovington has got, it's now 2 touchdowns, you know.
Yeah, now you got to get 2 touchdowns.
Got to get 2 touchdowns, you know, to win it, to go ahead, not to win it, but to go ahead.
And you have to think about what might have been in this game. You had a muffed onside kick that Artesia recovers. You have an interception that Artesia takes in for the touchdown. When that first one happened, Lovington was up by 8.
Yeah. And you've got 2 touchdown runs that are called back because of holding penalties.
Yeah, and a touchdown pass, too.
Yep.
So 3 touchdowns. Now, we scored on 2 of those drives, but so, yeah, we're missing a touchdown, and we gave up 2 on 2 turnovers. That's the difference in the ball game.
But
you're still in this.
We've got almost.
We've got 115 points.
Yeah,
115 points on the board so far.
It's crazy.
Can either team crack 100? As we click towards 10 o'clock, I haven't had to extend out the time on the streaming package. I may have to do that again. So Artesia to kick it away. That's going to be Parrish. Watch out. He likes to bounce him around. Lovington trails by 11, just underway here in the fourth quarter. They have not given Lovington a lot of great return chances tonight. And it will be another short kick. It's going to be fielded at the 35 to the 40, up to the 42-yard line to the 45. Lovington, a pretty decent return, good field position, 1st and 10 for the Cats from their own 45-yard line.
And as Lovington gets tired, gets a little more tired.
Perez on the return.
Because both these teams have been on the field a lot, and the offense especially. As they start to tire, it's going to be really important for Lovington to not make more mistakes.
No, this has been a pretty clean half for both teams.
They're gonna have to take care of the football. Don't cough it up. Don't give it up. No INTs. They're gonna have to have good execution, clean execution, good football here.
Yes, they are. From the shotgun, trips to the right, 1 to the left. From the far hash mark, Aranda barking out the signal. Sent a man in motion right to left. That is Gonzalez. Gonna settle him in the slot on the right side. Ashton with it, has time. Now he's going to be forced, steps up in the pocket, looking for some room. He's got some room, comes near side to the 50, to the 45, puts his shoulder down and bangs into an Artesia defender and down to the 43-yard line and move the chains. First down, Cats.
Trying to see who was the
yards.
3. Somebody, the number was something 3 that stopped him, and I could not get it. 13?
Louis Pondo, 13.
There you go, 13, yep.
So there we go, first down for the Wildcats. Their 16th of the ball game on the quarterback keeper by Ashton Aranda. So inside Artesia territory from the 43-yard line. Cats trail by 11, trips right, 1 left. Ashton barks it out, gets it, looks to pass. Now he's going to roll right side, going to be pressured. Still looking downfield. He's going to let that one fly, and he has a man, Tatum, but was he in bounds?
Nope, and he didn't get it. It went through his hands. He never actually got a hand on it. He reached up for it, but it was a little high.
All right, so it'll be 2nd down and 10, 11:03 to go in the ball game. Lovington trails by 11. Touchdown and a 2-point conversion gets it back to 3. So it is still a 2-possession game, but not necessarily a 2-touchdown game. As I stated earlier, I apologize for that. I'm going to learn how to do math at some point this season, too, I promise. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 43-yard line. Lovington trying to stay in this one against Artesia. Low snap, Ashton with it, wants it all, coming near sideline. Has Tayton in stride at the 15, and he got it, and he'll be knocked out of bounds at about the 10-yard line.
Woo, he tiptoed down the sideline, down the sideline, and man, he picked that up out of the air. I don't know how.
They're going to say inside the 10 at the 5-yard line.
Woo.
So that is going to be a huge gain. So 42 to 2 would be 40. So that would be 35 yards to Isaac Henson, having a heck of a night. 4-10 now for Aranda. First and 10. First and goal for the Wildcats from the 5.
Talk about threading the needle.
Yes, it is. Tarongo with it, hitting the backfield, and Marcus is going to lose some yards and gets folded up for his trouble right there. Credit where credit is due, as he is hit and crumpled by Joshua Noriega. Going to lose a yard on the play. It'll be second and goal from the 6.
Again, some of that excellent tackling of Artesia, that's been part of the difference in this game, is the quality of their tackling.
142 receiving yards for Isaac Henson. Second and goal from the 6-yard line. Lovington trails by 11. Twins left, Twins right. Aranda sends a man in motion. That's going to be Aguilera. Puts him in the slot on the left side. Come across the middle, and that one is going to be, did we get it? Yes, we did.
He
6 on the board. Touchdown, Wildcats. The crossing route over the middle, and the Cats get it to Tayton Hilliard. Tayton Hilliard, 6 yards, his 4th catch of the day, 77 receiving yards, and the Cats are back to within 4.
Tayton must have some Velcro on those gloves tonight, because he had to reach out so far in front of him to grab that with both hands and keep control of it all the way down. That was amazing.
And the Cats are going to go for 2, try and get this down to a 3-point ball game. Pretty much that's what they're going to be forced to do if they're going to trade touchdowns. Send a man in motion. That is Gonzalez. Rolling is going to be it. Throw it across the middle, and incomplete as it skips in. So the Cats cut it back to a 4-point lead. 5 points, pardon me, with 10:05 to go in the ball game. Artesia 63, Lovington 58. We got a shootout going on at the Bulldog Bowl tonight on Z94 KZOR. Back in a minute. Back here in Artesia, 7-yard touchdown strike from Ashton Aranda to Tayton Hilliard. The point after is no good. 63-58 our score. Artesia in the lead, but Lovington hanging around. So Garcia will kick it away, and it's a high end-over-ender this time, and it is going to bounce and go out the back of the end zone. So it'll be first and 10, Artesia at the 20. Don Morgan, you want to start the defense chant over on that side?
All right, I heard what now?
I was going to say, you want to start the defense chant over on that side of the field since you're over. You're in front of the band. I apologize.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little hard to hear. Man, we need to shake that ball loose. Lovington needs the ball back.
Yes,
Lovington needs to get it back. There's 10 minutes on the clock right now. You realize this is going to be one of those quarters where we look up and all of a sudden there's 3 minutes left.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of time right now, but this one, I think this one's going fast.
I think it could possibly be that way. So Artesia will come out, trips to the right, one to the left. High snap, it is handled, handed off on the end around on the sweep to guess who? Herrera. He's to the sideline. He's across the 35 to the 40, 45 to the 50, to the 45-yard line inside Wildcat territory. Ouch, that's 35 more yards to tack on to Herrera's total. We've got a flag on the play late, though.
We do. That was Cesar Hernandez who got him from the side. Because Cesar brought him down.
So let's see what they're going to call. There may be a hold late on this one. Let's see, and it will be holding on Artesia. It was late, though, and they threw it down. So at the 45-yard line in Lovington territory, so they'll take them back to the 45 in Artesia territory, but that's still a huge gain and an Artesia first down.
Yikes.
So it costs them 10 yards as they move it back to the 44 officially inside Bulldog territory. Again, Lovington has got to stop the run. They've got to have somebody on that field, Don, who his whole job is to just stay with Barrera.
Yes, somebody small, quick, and maybe more than one somebody.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Twins left, twins right. Hand it off. Herrera up the middle, and he gets that's the first. Gets past the second, in for the sideline. 40, 35 to the 30. Tiptoes it down to the 22-yard line. So he's going to go 31 on that one. 35 his last time, 31 this time. 272 rushing yards, if you can believe that.
Wow.
On 20, that was his 30th, his 29th carry of the night. So he's averaging better than 10 a carry.
Golly, stop that guy.
So it'll be first down for Artesia. Their 17th first down of the ball game from the 28-yard line. Send a man in motion. They're going to hand it off on the fly sweep. So coming around and hit back at the 30 flag on the play. I think maybe you take this one. Great pursuit there as they handed it off to number 89. And so that's going to be Size, his second carry of the night. He's going to lose a couple of yards. If you're Lovington, you may think about just taking this penalty, or not taking this penalty and taking the result of the play. I think they are going to take it. It'll be a holding on Artesia. 85 penalty yards now on 10 penalties against our 11 penalties on Artesia. So they'll move them back to the 40. It'll wipe out the 2-yard loss and turn it into a 10-yard loss. So back at the 40 makes it a first down and 22. They've got to get it to the 18-yard line. Sorry, moving the camera. Trips to the left, one to the right. This is where Lovington needs to capitalize. Taylor from the shotgun. Barrera in the backfield with him. Hand it to Barrera. He's going to go right up the middle. He gets past the first, bounces off of a couple of cats and gets it near the 30. He actually bounced off
Artesia,
of Jaden
guys.
Bosquez. Yeah, but he bounced off Bosquez like
Right.
he wasn't even there. Takes it up to the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 9. So it'll be second down and call it 13.
And he actually ended up just getting held up because Lovington was able to put a big block on one of the Artesia blockers and just kind of clog things up there a little bit.
And you're right, clock continues to move. This one's moving fast. 8 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Artesia, I think, just going to keep running it down the gut. And as soon as I say that, they'll throw it to the end zone. But Taylor, low snap, give it to guess who? Barrera tripped up as he crosses the 25-yard line. A helmet coming off, so one of Lovington's linemen going to have to check out. They're going to mark him at the 25, so it's a 6-yard gain. 287 yards for Barrera. So now it's third down and 7. If you are Lovington, you have got to stop. This is 4-down territory for Artesia.
Right.
You have got to keep them from getting 7 yards in the next 2 downs.
And that was
by hook, by crook, I don't know.
Yeah,
sing them a song, do something, but keep them from getting 7 yards.
That was big guy Jaden Bosquez who lost the helmet and is out for a plays here on the sideline.
3rd and 7, Twins left, Twins right. Lovington bringing the house. And rolling around is Taylor. He's going to throw it across his body. Has a man. Guess who? That's Greathouse across the 15 down to the 13-yard line. So Greathouse is going to have it. It's good for 11 and an Artesia first down.
I tell you, one of the best talents that Peyton Deans has is the fake. That was actually
Nate Taylor.
Oh, Taylor, that's right. Sorry about that.
They do change him out occasionally.
They do. But man, it's an effective play, and it has really gotten Lovington, it's bought that a crucial second or two for them every time they've done that.
7 catches, 105 yards. So first down, Artesia from the 13-yard line. Trips to the right, one to the left. Hand it off. Barrera hitting the backfield, but gets away from the first and is going to fall forward to about the 10-yard line. So we'll pick up a 3. He's got 290 now. Perez with the stop. And yep, Artesia just going to keep burning clock. And with only one timeout, really nothing Lovington can do about it. Going to pick up a 2 officially. Second down and 8 from the 11-yard line. Barking it out is Taylor. Trips to the right. He'll throw it, and across the middle and into the end zone. It's dropped, but not before that Greathouse. Yep, that is Greathouse. So the touchdown for him, an 11-yard touchdown toss to Greathouse. That's his 4th touchdown catch of the night. 116 receiving yards for him. And that'll put Artesia back up by 11. 69-58. Goodness gracious, what a shootout this has been. 235 passing yards for Nate Taylor. 256 total. 2, 3, that's 5. That's 6 passing touchdowns tonight for Artesia. The point after to come from Greathouse. We've got about the halfway spot in the quarter, and that one's going to be on the rug. Lovington has picked it up. Of course, in the new time, you cannot advance it after the dead ball. But nice job as Lovington stops another Artesia point after. So now they've got to find a way to score and score quickly and then get an onside kick. 6:10 to go in the ball game. Artesia 69, Lovington 58. We are back in 30 seconds on KZOR for more Wildcat football. $11 yards from Nate Taylor to Peyton Greathouse. The point after, no good. Lovington has stopped 5 of those tonight, and that's what's kept them as close as they are. 69-58, Artesia in the lead. 6:10 to go here in this exciting shootout from the Bulldog Bowl. I'm TJ Miracle, Don Morgan Fieldside here on Z94 KZOR Hobbs Lovington. So now we await the kickoff. Artesia look for them to maybe try and kick it short. Parrish has made it happen a couple of times tonight, and he will kick it, and this one will be a high end over-ender from the 20-yard line. Tarango with it. Goes east-west. Now he cuts it up to the 25, to the 30. Still on his feet to the 32-yard line. Bounced it outside before he got hit, and hit hard from behind. So Lovington with exactly 6 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. They have to score and score fast on. Only one timeout left.
Peyton Deans was in on that stop there for Tarango. Tarango was desperately looking for some open field and got eked a few more yards out of it, but just could not find an opening big enough to get a complete run back.
No matter what happens here, Lovington is gonna have to kick an onside kick if they can score on this possession. They trail by 11.
And they've tried several, but they haven't been successful with it.
Halfway through this fourth quarter, Aranda from the shotgun gets it. 3-step drop, not a lot of pressure. Comes near side and in and out of the hands of his intended target near side, Gonzalez. So it'll be second down and 10. 417 passing yards tonight for Ashton Aranda. I'd like to see him get up around 500 or so, because that means that we've scored and we've got the ball back. One of these days, we're going to win here at the Bulldog Bowl. Maybe, hopefully, today is the day. 69-58, Lovington has put on a show, but so has Artesia. Aranda from the shotgun gets it, has time. Now he's going to be pressured, steps up, throws it across the middle. That one is going to be complete. It's to
Aguilar.
That's Aguilar. He's across the 50, cuts it back to the 40. Still looking for some room and runs backwards, but finds a little more room. He's still behind the 40 to the 35. Cuts it back to the 30. Cuts it to the 25, to the 20-yard line. Where did that come from? 15 and 30, that is 45 yards to Adam Aguilera and move the chains. First down, Wildcats.
If he could have had all that yardage that he had running back, running to the side, looking for room, he could be in Roswell by now.
Just about 453 yards now for Aranda, 151 for Aguilera. First and 10 for the Wildcats. Twins left, Twins right from the 20-yard line inside the Artesia red zone. Aranda with it, rolls near side, and he is going to be sacked. First sack of the night, and it comes at a big time for Artesia. Shooting the gap and bringing him down is Riley Jarrett. And that's a tough one. Did somebody take time out? Or did we lose the football? Oh, no.
What?
Oh, no. The ball came out, and so the sack, Aranda loses 3 yards on the sack and fumbles. Third turnover of the night for the Wildcats, and that may be the one that ends it. I didn't see the ball come out from up here, but
I didn't either.
Jesse LaRoche
Wow.
with the recovery for Artesia, and that may do it with 5:06 to go. Second turnover of the night comes at a horrible time for the Wildcats. Empty set, nope, it'll be, guess who? Barrera gets away from the first one, crosses the 30 out to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 8 for Barrera.
If we could get it back. Lovington D just has to try to shake this loose. Not just stop the run, but get the ball, shake it.
Yeah, at this point they've got to try the strip every time they can get it. Barrera has held onto the ball incredibly tightly. So 4.5 minutes to go in the ball game. As I think after that fumble, a collective sigh of relief over here on the home side. Twins to the right, Twins to the left. Lovington shows blitz and jumps the gun as Brennan Garcia, trying to get a little bit of a jump, goes across, and so that'll give Artesia the first down on the offside penalty. So that'll be the 13th penalty for 90 yards on Lovington, and it'll move the chains for Artesia. Clock continues to move. 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the ball game. Artesia can afford to just take every single second they want to take off the clock. This has been a wild and crazy one. 127 points combined on the board. Back to pass. It'll be Deans this time, and he'll throw it to Greathouse. He's across the 40 to the 45. Out near midfield. It'll be a 9-yard completion from Deans to Greathouse. So Brennan Garcia on the stop. Greathouse having a great night. 125 receiving yards on 9 catches and been targeted about 15 times tonight. 265 combined yards for Artesia's twin quarterbacks. So it'll be second down and 1. Back in the game is Taylor. Hand it to Barrera. He's in Lovington territory and brought down at the 45-yard line. On the stop for your Wildcats, Jaden Bosquez. But he's going to pick up 6 yards. That puts him over 300 yards on the night. 304 for Jake Barrera. 20th first down of the night for Artesia. 2:55 remaining in the ball game as the Artesia home side starting to thin out a little bit after that collective sigh of relief after they got the turnover, Dawn.
Well, it's not over.
It's not over, but Lovington has got to shake the ball loose some way, somehow, and I have a feeling Coach Maupin's told his team, whatever you do, don't let them shake it loose. From the 45-yard line, hand it off. Barrera hit at the 40 to the 37, a big hit and a good tackle. So Barrera going to pick up 6 more yards. Tayton Hilliard hits him and hits him hard. 7 officially. 311 rushing yards as we click down towards the 2-minute mark, and timeout going to be taken by the Wildcats. Their third and final timeout of the ball game. So 2:18 remaining. We'll just keep it right here. Dawn, you're down there on the sideline and in front of the band and the crowd. What's the atmosphere like down there?
Well, it definitely has gotten a lot more quiet. Cheerleaders are still, trying to ignite the crowd, but, that was a tough hit. It was a tough hit for the team to take, and it kind of has deflated some sails. These guys have been working so hard. They're 127 points collectively on that board in scoring tonight. There's a lot of hard work and sweat going on here, and and a lot of good play and good things happening tonight, and that's why it's bad, to have to see some of that deflation happening with that last turnover.
Yeah, the turnovers are the difference tonight. 3 turnovers for Lovington,
but that was
only 1 for Artesia.
That was it was a humongous tackle coming from behind. Aranda did not see the tackle that actually took him down. It came from behind him. He knew that they were coming, but that was from he was blindsided on that one.
Yeah, he was, and ball got coughed up. I thought he was down before the ball came out, but not to be. Oh, I'm going to move the camera again. There we go. So out of the timeout, 2nd down and 3, and whistles sound as they're going to run an option look that time with Taylor, but the whistle before, and it'll be a false start on Artesia, I'm thinking.
Yeah, it was awfully quick. It was too quick.
False start on Artesia. So 5 yards, 90 collective penalty yards, 11th penalty for both teams. So that'll move them back. 2nd down and 8 after the 5-yard penalty. Really, for Artesia, the clock is their friend right now. They're not going to do anything silly, I don't think. Taylor's just going to keep taking the snap and handing it off. He gets it. He'll do option pitch it to Barrera. He crosses to the 40-yard line. He'll pick up 3 more to add to his total. 314 yards, but a flag on the play. And that'll be in the neighborhood of a hold in the backfield.
Got to think it's going to be against Artesia, but
yeah, you've got to think. So we'll see for sure. 2:08 to go in the ball game. An 11-point Artesia lead.
This is a basketball score.
This is a basketball score. We've called some Lovington and Artesia basketball games that haven't had this much score.
That's right. All right, going to be a 10-yard penalty.
Yep. If
oh,
it's a
15.
Hold.
Whoa, hello.
Personal foul against the Bulldogs, so moving back 15 yards, 105, and we are reconnected on the tie line, gang. So reconnected on the tie line, Monica. So moving back 15 yards. So it'll be a 3rd down, and yeah, that is a loss of down. They need to get it to the 35 in Lovington territory. So it is 3rd down and 20.
Lovington just cannot give up here. They have to keep playing with intensity because there's time left.
3rd and 20, back to pass. Taylor throws it near side, and great coverage. The pass is complete to Barrera, or is that Watson? That's Watson.
Watson.
So Watson gets it, but he actually loses 3 yards on the play. And so now it's 4th down, and the Wildcats are going to have a chance to return a punt here with 90. Well, by the time they get the punt off, it's going to be right at 1 minute. Do the Cats have 2 scores within a minute in them? That will be the question. Artesia, I think, is going to run this one down all the way. They may even take a delay of game penalty. And move it further, 5 yards farther back.
Why not? I mean, I think I would.
Yeah, take as much time as you can. That way you save your 2 timeouts. And nope, they will take a timeout right at the line. So with 1:07 to go in the 4th quarter, Artesia 69, Lovington 58. And we'll just keep it right here, Dawn. And so Lovington, watch the fake.
Yes.
Don't get faked out. Don't have this game in that way.
Right.
You've got Tayton back deep to receive, or Isaac or Adam. One of them, you need to get a good return, but don't be silly.
Right.
Get as much as you can, go down, let the offense come out. And then they've got, I think,
Yeah.
Four
Either.
plays. They've got 4 plays to get to the end zone, and then they have to get the onside kick.
Get out of bounds, get to the sideline, or get to the end zone. One of the two.
Yeah, and everything you do, because you're out of timeouts, has to go to the sidelines unless you're pretty sure you're going to score on it. Because the clock will stop when you go out of bounds. It will stop on a first down, but only until they set the ball. So you've got to go into, if you've got that warp speed offense, which hopefully they will find a way. We haven't really seen the 2-minute hurry up a lot from this Cat team this year.
Not this year.
But they need it tonight.
And I think that's because to do that well, you have to really be comfortable as a team. You have to, it's a team that's hung together and been together a long time and can do that and be comfortable and confident in that.
As Henson going to go back deep to receive, and Lovington is acting like they are thinking that they may see the fake here. So 1:07 to go. It all comes down to this punt. If the Cats want to have a chance, good snap. They come after it, and they will throw the fake. It'll be complete to the 40, to the 35. It'll be a first down, Artesia, and that will do it. As coming up and running up and sealing the deal for Artesia is guess who? That is Jake Barrera, as he's going to get 45 yards. And that'll do it for the Wildcats. They got faked out. Barrera, 3 receptions tonight for 103 yards to go along with 314 yards on the ground, and under a minute to play in the ball game. It'll be kneel down time for
personal foul, roughing the passer against the Wildcats.
And so the Wildcats with a roughing the passer, and so tack 15 more onto the end of it. That's just kind of injury to insult right there, but you got to play it good, so it'll be at the 11-yard line. Should be kneel down time for the Bulldogs. That would be the classy thing to do. And they will come out in victory formation. I'm going to try and rub it in. They're going to escape out of here with a 69-58 win. So turnovers, the big difference in this one. So 69-58 is going to be our score, as Taylor going to kneel it down. Won't really matter. I'm going to go ahead and I got to keep him in the books. It'll be a 2-yard loss. He'll have to take one more snap and kneel it down. He needs to wait about 5 more seconds. Now he's got it, kneels it down, and that will do it, as the Artesia Bulldogs victorious tonight, 69-58, our final score, as Lovington comes in and fights hard but comes up empty at Artesia's homecoming, and will fall to 3-3 on the season. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, come back with your Devon Energy postgame show. This is Wildcat Football on Z94 KZOR. Devon Energy postgame show from here in Artesia tonight as the Cats came out and fought hard, but came up empty at the end as Artesia victorious tonight by a final of 69-58. I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan is field side. We will have our coaches conversation courtesy of Bob's Thriftway in a couple of minutes. Let's take a quick look at the numbers in this one, and as a 69-58 score would indicate, yeah, there are some big ones in here. For Artesia, their two-headed quarterback, Taylor and Deans, go a combined 16 of 26, 307 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 1 interception on the night. Leading receiver, Peyton Greathouse, 9 catches, 125 yards, 4 of those touchdowns. Zayden Lopez, 1 catch, 49 yards for a touchdown. And Jake Barrera, 3 catches, 103 yards. He also had a touchdown. Barrera pretty much did most of the damage himself. 36 carries, 316 yards on the ground, just unofficially for Barrera. Also had a couple of 3 rushing touchdowns in the ball game. So when you add it all up, including the other rushes they had, you got 344 receiving yards, 351 rushing yards. 307 receiving. 351 rushing, 307 receiving, 658 total yards. They were flagged 11 times for 105 yards and had 16 first downs in the ball game. Turn the page for your Lovington Wildcats. Ashton Aranda, a whale of a night tonight. He goes 24 of 38 for 453 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 1 interception. He also had a fumble that was a big one. So I believe Dawn Morgan awaiting Coach G. And Dawn, just FYI, I think your mic is off, so I'm not hearing anything down there. So there we go.
Yeah, it was on purpose.
Oh, okay. So
that's all right. Got it on now.
All right. So
he's talking with a couple of players, then we'll catch him.
All right. I see you down there, so we'll come to you in just a minute. But, 453 yards, a big night tonight for Ashton Aranda. His favorite target was Isaac Henson, 7 catches, 142 yards. And now our coach's conversation from Bob's Thriftway.
All right, thank you, Hank Coach. Wow, so close. Such a hard-fought game. An incredible amount of points scored by both teams. Mm-hmm. This was a game kind of like no other. What do you think about this?
Like I said at halftime, the way that our team came out and competed from start to finish in this thing, it was a completely different football team that I've seen on the field all year long. They're a really good opponent, and they went toe-to-toe with them. Told our defense there at the right at the start of the fourth quarter, if we could get one stop, we could win the game. Got an opportunity. Then they made a good call on a fake punt. We were trying to get it to go block it. Great call on their part. This stings, and it stings for our kids. And I hate it for them. I wish I could take it away for them. But it's not a lack of effort at all whatsoever. These kids came out here and competed as hard as it is to swallow right now. This football game right here is going to make us better later on down the road when we're competing for a district championship and competing for a state championship. I know that doesn't sound very good to them right now.
Sure.
But I love this football team, and they are all in, and the good Lord is He's gonna honor that. I believe that with all of my heart. So I'm proud of this football team and the progress that we made tonight.
Definitely. This looked like just an entirely different team from the very beginning tonight. So many players. I tell you what, Aranda looked really crisp, really sharp, and really the team just firing from the very beginning. You had rhythm. You had it together. The energy, everything felt different from the very beginning, and I said that all game long. It's so hard to look up on the scoreboard and to know you put up 58 points and you still lost. And really the game turned on a couple of turnovers, a couple of plays, a couple of penalties, and except for those, you would be the victor tonight. And still, so many points, so many good things and you built on those. Did you guys, during this last week of practice, look and really work on just turning over and, as you said, take the lessons from last Friday? It certainly looked like it, but I don't know what went on this week in practice, but you guys worked it.
I'm really proud of our coaching staff. I think they did a phenomenal job of putting together a plan for us offensively. At the end of the day, 8, 14, and 3, they're special football players, and we got to get the ball in their hands more. We did that this evening. That gave us a chance to win. So, again, we're growing as a coaching staff. We got to put the football in their hands. They're some of the very best here in the great state of New Mexico. And again, credit to our kids for responding, especially after last week, being down 7-0 and them coming back. It's hard. These losses are hard. But the way that our kids responded at 6:15 Monday morning to get ready for this game right here, it's phenomenal. And so, like I said, I'm really proud of how this football team responded, proud of the coaching staff, how they responded. From a defensive standpoint, I've got to get better and figure out a way to get us off the field, and I'll grow and mature from that as well.
I think the one word that I heard the most on the sideline tonight was respond. And that was something that the players were hearing from the coaches, and they were doing it. It was respond. You've got to respond. It's how you respond.
Right.
It's how you come back. It's how you come back from that team. They continued to put up points. You guys did not give up. You continued to put up points. They scored. You guys came back and scored. A score, I mean, we talked about it being a score fest, but it's only like that if you are able to respond to what just happened. And that means staying mentally tough and not giving up.
Absolutely. I mean, adversity is going to happen in every single football game, and it's going to happen to both teams. And so when you got two really good football teams playing each other, which one's going to respond to adversity better? And so that's what we've been preaching to those kids all week long. We've been doing that forever. And they did that tonight. I mean, they responded. They came out here, played this game as hard as they possibly could for as long as they possibly could. That's what we asked them to do. And again, really good football team. Hats off to Artesia. Really good running back, really good offensive line.
Barrera.
And so
Great health too.
they're going to be a handful for sure. But at the end of the day, we got to learn from this. We got to grow. We got a 6A opponent coming to our house next week for homecoming, and so it's not getting any easier, and that's what happens. You're going to play really good opponents when you got really good football team, and so we got to learn from this. We got to grow from this. It stings right now, but this is going to make us better, and then we got to respond and get ready to go next week.
All right. Well, good luck. We'll be there, of course. Anthony Gadsden in the house on Friday. It's going to feel great to get back home, right?
Oh my gosh, I feel like we hadn't played a home game in 3 months, so that's going to be good. It's always good to play at home on the blue turf, and so we're really, really looking forward to that.
Well, it was a really great game to watch tonight, and it was hard to watch all of that, and still, you put up 58 points and still come away with a loss, but it wasn't for lack of trying. It wasn't for lack of so many good things happening in this game and improvements in this game, complete turnarounds from the last couple of games. So that's the victory here. Absolutely. That's the good thing. As you said, it's hard to feel that. It's really hard to feel that. You just see the guys coming off, hanging their heads. But I said at the beginning of this game, if everybody did their job, did their job, didn't give up, and had that energy and the attitude that they needed, no matter what the score was at the end of this, they would know they did their best, they left it out on the field. And that's all you can expect of yourself as your team. And you told them in the huddle, you didn't give up on yourself, you didn't give up on the team. And if they continue to do that, we're not going to have any trouble when district gets here.
It hurts their feelings. This hurts my feelings too, because we're emotionally invested in this.
Of course.
And so when things don't go the way that we want them to go, it hurts our feelings. If it didn't hurt our feelings, then I would be extremely concerned. Yeah. But the good thing about it is like our freshman running back, number 33, Dallas Cardenas. Unbelievable player, getting him going.
Tarango.
It should have been changed. We changed it on Max Preps.
Okay.
But his name is Dallas Cardenas, and he adds a completely different dynamic.
Absolutely.
We got Alec Holguin back as a slot receiver. He's a freshman as well. Jaden Vasquez back. We haven't had him in a while. So we're starting to get some guys back, and the thing about playing this tough of a schedule, you get nicked up, bruised up and stuff. So, again, a lot of growth for our football team, and thankful that they're my football team, so I'm really, really proud of them.
It was really nice to see so many receivers get in on the action tonight.
I hate to cut in on you, but I'm going to – they're telling me I need to start packing up.
All right. They're going to shut us down.
Okay, all right. Okay, good to talk to you.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you.
And that is our Bob's Thriftway Coaches Conversation, and we will go ahead and just quickly wrap this one up tonight as Lovington finishes up with 556 yards of total offense, but unfortunately falls 69 to 58. So we'll be back with you next week as the Anthony Gadsden Panthers come to town. It is a 6 o'clock start time for homecoming next week, so we'll be on the air 5:45 next Friday night for the Wildcat pregame show, the kickoff at 6 o'clock. For Monica Rogo in studio engineering and producing, for Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from the Bulldog Bowl. You've been listening and watching the Lovington Wildcats from Z94 KZOR Sports. Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend.